Ale bonsade.
Wala lengajaban.
Ale bonsade.
Wala mama jali.
Useni masata.
Wala mama jali.
Alale amasayati.
Ina mutonyati.
Mbaro da bodima. Nubakunda da bodima noi. Musa da bodima. Mandela ya dokuoge. Alale bate joda. Mosa bante gambia. Mosa bante gambia.
The party leader.
Gambia baby jelila. Gambia baby.
Wala lengajaban.
Ale bonsade.
Wala mama jali.
Useni masata.
Wala mama jali.
Alale amasayati.
Ina mutonyati.
Mbaro da bodima. Nubakunda da bodima noi. Musa da bodima. Mandela ya dokuoge. Alale bate joda. Mosa bante gambia.
Listen.
Mosa bante gambia.
The party leader.
Gambia baby jelila. Gambia baby selo. Alale bate joda. Masore bate joda. Orani tata wani tu. Munante ni kukole mude. Jugun asa fole mama jali. Munani tabo chama ni tu. Ebe denkiri jumane dala. Ni kuseni fata dami. Jajuna nyata fala yere. Mandela do kuwakere. Salida bukema. Mayenduru kema. Mandela do kuwoke. Gambia bebe jelila. Gambia bebe seori. Ale bonsade. Ale bate jola. Masore bate jola. Ale bonsade. Ale bonsade. Mandela do kuwoke. Muna do luka Mandela. Do luka Hussein Dabo. Do luka Dabo. Do luka Hussein. Do luka Doya. Hussein Bimala do mone. Do boka Hussein. Anana boko to mani. Woluka Doya. I don't walk a Gambia. Gambia do Mandela. Mandela rogene. Mane muri dai. Moka bata Gambia. Osaro bata Gambia de. Gambia bebe jela. Aji. Aji o aji. Aji o aji. Aji o beti awone. Gambia badi ade. Osaro muri dai. Bi wa beti ai. Gambia badi ade. Sakala bodira. Baroda bodima. Nukunda bodima. Kemo sisa bode. Useni kala kemo. Useni kala kemo. Kemo sisa bode. Gambia badi ade. Bi wa beti abune. Bi wa beti abune. Gambia kala kemo. Useni kala kemo. Kemo arore. Mane sunanata. Bi wa beti abune. Gambia badi ade. Moka bata Gambia. Mosa bata Gambia. Baroda bodima. Ale bate jola. Masore bate jola. Salida bokema. Mayinduru kema. Gambia badi ade. Barika. Gambia badi ade. Bi wa beti abune. Bi wa beti abune. Maimuna sisa porle. Maimuna sisa porle. Anana bokya. Mosa bata Gambia.
Yo, assalamu alaikum badingolu talam sehum bal bismillah judi online banta ba bi sibitilongo September kalo tilmoni lulo 21 woro rather 26th of September 2020 18:43 p.m. across the UK right now. Rather very cloudy weather in the UK today. Sun has refused to come out today in the United Kingdom, at least in the part in the area I live in. Mbal bismillah UDP online bantaba platform auto. Mbal tendura back in Mbal jail support and commending platform ola. Thank you very much for coming on board to be here with me on another 3-hour journey. This program should terminate at 9:30 p.m. in the UK. Mbal bismillah program auto. The program was Bismillahirrahmanirrahim la alwanga fuda kono alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Albe dunia da ora mbal tendula back in bal jail and bafla ko I hope everybody is having a restful weekend. So alamanga dunia program kono Bismillahirrahmanirrahim nga funda kono alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. This program, by the way, is live on Facebook and on YouTube, online Bantabala YouTube channel right now. Nimel after Jibela YouTube, just go to UDP online Bantaba YouTube channel, or if you subscribe, I can see the program is live on both YouTube and Facebook right now. So Mele Alonko Bukalafika Jibe Facebook and Namera, particularly for Melbourne Gambia, it's easier for Yajibe to Facebook. And this program is also being streamed live on UDP forum. Right now, the audios are there. Now, after Jibela or Melma Jibe no Facebook, Ema Jibe no YouTube. Isa Jibe Melia Loke forum auto. And the audio financial in the other WhatsApp forums as well. But right now, Melbourne Gambia also program Jibe also UDP forum. Audio can live on direct right now, and the group is actually closed now, so nobody can see an audio right now. Only you can listen to this program there. While this program is on, we'll close the forum to avoid people sharing other audios there until this program ends. So ala baraka bakimbal tintulambal jaila me dola na banko alama alay karaba sabri na banko kam alama alay tenko mo fan sabri ni je alama alay yirwa sabri na banko kam be dola United Democratic Party nyaton kolu ntol kilin kilin alama man satellite continue ka jata kenda dina kan sutura because nka fole ja wati hade badi ngobe koku kala ni man jata kenda sorita kala no mel man jata kenda sura man kan tol fisateti tol be mo man satellala da fe ngolleti mel ma so nga do alama alay jata kenda dila alama alay la kurangol bondi kam dol be suwo kono dol loptano me duala sabante frewol fane alama alay ne mani kafar kele bawo nata lunta yalla ñin dunya kono lunta ya me alon ko mo malon wati jumale be tarla jam mo malon how long you would live for mo long mo me fa long just like mo buke wulu long alama jam fala be wala duwani ne rek alama en taraku yes zew duwano le bari ka fu alama kanake ni mo yo ko fanan be duwa ken wala ko sa ya mo bay baloliti wo kamala be sango konton na sister me alon ko atolom UDP la ikafa binta saho UDP for all badibu atela la chair lady a farmer tala CD saho wale banta Germany be dola alamani mani kafal kala no me na sango konton na UDP chair lady atolom siram tioti nembe UDP for all badibu musola fanala atele la nyadon koti ka fay binta saho a farmer wale banta Germany CD saho on behalf of UDP online banta bambe sama kontan na familia ba fala alama la sadami la bulu alama man satala so arjana sena wala alama man satala yam fala mbe odwani ni la no do any label back. So want to extend our deepest condolences to the family. Aning sabanti freo tomaldo melialon ko bao dunia o luolum moleka wulu moleka bang. Ning asutia menna woto goleka feel. So mbe binta saho na la family saho kunda mbe badibu be konton na sangola. Mu badibu la sangoleti. Be Germany fanon konton na sangola. Be Germany. Bao abanta walleto and all efforts are being made now pour kala ala body nying ka saba Gambia pour kata sutoraji. Be mako ro nyine la sorry the efforts will be kicking right now sorry pour ka wo ko nying ka tina as possible. So mbokk yi man la sehu maa ngi leen a nuyu ko lay banta ba tey samedi ñaari fukki fan ak juróom benn si weeri September 18:48 p.m. right now in the UK juróom ñaari waxtu des na fukki minute ak ñaar ñëw na tey ñëwaat na tey si political perspective show programme buñ dee am si plateforme di lundi aralba ak samedi te programme bi ñu ngi ñaan yàlla ñu dugg si jaama génn si jaama di ñaan suñ borom anité luñ fi wax rek mu nekk loo xam ne dinañ jëriñ askani Gambia jëriñ suñ parti bi United Democratic Party ñu ngi ñaan tamit yàlla jaama yaaga Gambia ba pare di ñaanal ñoo xam ne dañ faatu surtout suñu jigéen bu baax bi Binta Sao ne nekk chair lady UDP for all Badipo papaam dem si yàlla Sidi Saho moo faatu Germany ñu ngi ko ñaanal yàlla xare ko arjana yàlla sarxam bi yaaga seen loxo ba pare ñu ngi extend suñ naxar si family Saho Kunda ak Badibunka yépp ak entire UDP family di leen yëgle tamit ne programme bi right now is live on UDP online bantaba Facebook ak YouTube right now programme bi ñoo xam ne dañ subscribe to YouTube te they prefer to watch programs on YouTube you can be watching this on YouTube ñoo xam ne tamit ñu ngi seexu séddale UDP forum mun nañoo déglu this program live and direct in the forum bi te forum bi fu mu nekk nii dafa tëj dañoo bëgg di tëj forum bi to stop people putting other audios there while this program is on so program bi jeexee dinañ ubbi forum bi so that is going to happen now ñoo xam ne dañ nekk members of that forum dañu nekk Gambia bëgg a déglu programme bi mën ngeen ko déglu si WhatsApp audio yi right now that's being recorded right now courtesy of suñu brother bu baax bi Wali Junior ñu ko jërëm ak aning Ablaye Cissé itol be doku kendola UDP ka audio take record ke formal beto ka UDP platform sol be monitor be tentola ba they are doing a fantastic job behind the scenes wala nan ka foko doku la siatale comme doku fannale fatata rek ba doku la manke diamo damati waraka funti screen auto mo dolbe doku men nan tol mantarala ban mo ke je screen auto dolbe doku kendo men na UDP en tol buka 110 fonke but because ntol lekatara screen auto mol ka fu ha kare din kariba kam e doku kendo la bari molbe duma miliali buka diamu wolbe dogo men na UDP en tol dol man hani wol futa wol mari wol ngori ko koto so mbe wol mol gent tentula back massive thank to all everybody melka diamu WhatsApp forum molto melka audio share melka diamu Facebook auto whether be UDP or not bari be lorin Gambia bafula ala baraka bake alama ale momo joy ngani yola modol be diamu le mantra United Democratic Party but they are doing a fantastic job for the nation so we want to thank them immensely for the phenomenal role that they are doing for the Gambia for the Republic of the Gambia mbete den nano pati kilingola mbete ben nano kun kilingola banding ngani yol kata kilingoto daron to mando yirwa sina okay mbadi ngol mbellun tango sotola jamin kata keba lang sanity abinala join now maybe in 20 minutes time abe still maybe 20 minutes 30 minutes 25 minutes 30 minutes afana join the United Democratic Party le keba lang sane mbadi jaran ko le mati abe United Kingdom jang na safi UDP pantaba page otole nga share UDP UK WhatsApp forum to nga welcome heartily volunteer in chairman Olamin Konate and Musa Jame in the deputy chairman Fuji and Lamin Danso being Kedan Treasury. We were on the group call to welcome Keba Long Sane. Keba Long Mantrano United Democratic Party. Musa Sutian no Doyle la back demanding, but in Wato Kono, particularly after this draft constitution on ya reject. mo jamala site ko dega UDP to nyabe UDP le bulu ba UDP be lorin Gambia le. So Mr. Sane bin Alajana, nana nata bantabale, but womanke political fenko du keta LRR, Lower River Region Initiative Menketaje, he was part of the panelists, men nata. So I've been Alajana Kala Danilo for why I joined the United Democratic Party. And on behalf of Youth Online Bantabamba, welcome long for taking, in my view, what is definitely a right decision to join UDP, United Democratic Party. Me alonko, in my view, again, dala miraroto, atalon patiyuti me alonko, as a Gambia samano nyato. Niye Gambia kole karteudi United Democratic Party la, the UDP elect, definitely nyato tabali bikilaji. So alabaraka back in ngolu. So ni boto content la jani na lunta kara. And obviously I also invited Demba Balde Kainako, but because of the huge time difference between UK and the United States, some parts of the US. So it might respond follow, but nga Demba Balde of Gainako invite le Prafanansina, and nga MB Kurubali fana invite. So probably near the message they can join later. So Mekeba Long, Bismillah United Democratic Party. Thank you, Geneva Mass, and thank you to everybody that is welcoming Molneli Alankude, welcoming him. Everybody, I can see the comments, the Kekan sequentially on the page. Thank you so much. Okay, Jani Mejam Falafang. Announcement okay, Jam for our sister, Menketa Maimuna Krubaliti. Maimuna Krubali, mbe linko siala janga pin pour sita ye vota e Maimuna Krubali mo jama ya long abe arab mo jama be abe nying Miss Africa UK Great Britain aba nyini kam afele mba pin la page auto right now. Okay, I will pin it saying tili kononto da male tutaji aketa Miss Sussex tilen tolbe jamma fongola yere men na jori Gambia dingolom alafta nyi win nale ngaje membe keri ya sia promolia votai luolo is a vote ke non nyi tili konon to men you just click on the page and it will auto fill it ni afil sinya kelim ni rara fulan nyong aba auto fill la bela detail will fill automatically, so you just submit. That's all you need to do. Maybe 2 minutes less than that you vote. Luolo is a vote ke non but in la fita vote la more than once in a day. If I follow Joro, okay, maybe £1, £2, £5. So remember la fola, you don't have to bother yourself. At least ning more men Canadian ning, let's say 1,000 Gambians vote, every day in 9 days. That's 9,000 votes. All right. So please nga si afuru mo telefona ale nga support na sistalom abe nyini ndirola ni ala ya harja la fine. Ni ala ma harja la fana sa lon ko Gambian oli support le. Nyinon tolsi na lo nyoy. Let's not everything just be our politics. Alinga na mol makoy na nyo loy nyi banko dingolo dol biji wala mol ba vote kayenne. Nigerian ul Ghanaian ul ni tara je ba vote ke la mol yenne mol beta Zimbabwe. So atelon fana mu Gambia la representative to flag the Gambian flag high. So nga link ko jane, just click on the link and vote. 2 minutes. After the show, you can do it. So sama fana yake. So what you can do is just to copy this. Yake la WhatsApp photo, you send it to yourself. I tell la funo bala. So every day ni wul rek yes ya. Wara ni ta se di forum auto ibajela ji linko nyimbi. So consistently every day ni wul just click on it. So 9 days the malis traji. So mbal Danila, let's vote. Particularly for those of us in Crawley. Ntata Crawley forum auto Crawley called down. There are a lot of Gambians in Crawley. Gambian on Sharajan Crawley back. Mbal Danila, please let's support our own. Ni mum fangola bari musoleti di ningolom aspiring to become Miss Great Britain, Africa Great Britain. So how would you feel Nico Gambian or Miss Africa Great Britain win? And it comes with prize. Abekela Gambia, abekela ambassador asida bota base koba kundale. It will be a victory for URR, it will be a victory for Gambia. So I just want to make this appeal. So Allah barakabake. So thank you. Okay, bari won sinadun kata kono saying diamol be sharing. Obviously, kono Facebook o dutale draft electoral bill, sections of it, seata, right? Me alongo jumale nyin draft bill o nyin present wala adama barola man sekundati. Jumale nyin safe wala attorney general, all right? Okay, no problem, Demba Balde. I just saw your message. Okay. Attorney General Dauda Jallo atelebe man sekunda bilo la tele ke samba atelebe man sekunda represent kam nde dunno katatole Adama Barrow afodata nyomi across to nyomi right now be nyomi ma fongola mala be min to ma fam but ni tribulo nga jele images of Barrow la molba fulako iko million la well ko malo million sol bata min tole after ka foundation stone of Hakaland Road nyomi la Hakaland silo Adama Barrow if I there follow I will la me do no kachatole what it means for Gambia and Adama Barrow diamol mem fanan keje no kibarol fanan moyle me do no fanan tole so me kachala nyim bilo fanan tole this bill is very important right so this is going to form today be topical so I think I'll start first of all mediamo start la Adama Barrow mankuto bi na programo abe warala wole bala okay programo be warala Adama Barrow la mankuto le bala amankuto mbe o follow domandi mbe diam la tentu la meli yalon ko ka diam kunum fa wulta mbe na tata forum ko nga bamba sen mas khadim rasul ngala audio la moy ay bamba ma ay Adama Barrow analyze mbe diamo dati la woleto ntol gambien wulu alin kana so moli nene sayin mo bele kuninta dunia ñoo nene mañuna tarla ci karim dunia ko sayin ani fana jalimbe continue rek last week you depend on bantavanga some problems la experience and ma fata kala bi so ning meli alon ko ka la system used to run the show nga message ki yen ko la technician or wajibla because nale across the last week the program was on about 500 people watching and then bang they ntema stop program on your phone stop that fire so ma fata kala bi nga message ki yen ko ba investigate la ila engineers have investigated I don't even know what caused it and wolon fana birin bambani tunko ba ke kan the same thing nakera program ta da 1 hour ka stop so nga message ki gale ko nyeko thank you for letting us know. Our engineers will investigate. So right now they don't know the cause of it. So beef and as a so just I hope it doesn't happen. But I can tell it that for 1 hour program when you stop that for a so I have to start a fresh broadcast. I hope I will start a fresh broadcast, but it's frustrating. More the program will be interest stop. So we are these are technological issues related defects of technology sometimes. Ibuka along nala fan about it will form our phone problem their engineers are working on it. So ala baraka bake memol be tentula bake. So mbari ngolu mbena mem fola jawola nyitiko mbal tentula bake mbal jailan sina dun kaja kono kaja me alon ko bimbe fanna sabale malambe amma nyaton kula mankuto mbe o malale surtout Adama Barrow mbedi am kanun dame na wolom ngalla may bamba masla audio la nimbe diamo nyin bete yandila komen tolu gambe yen kulu nyame nsa fono ko fo nyaton ko nyanta kala kule mombe ka tonya fo tonya nyanta ka fo ni be mol marala e nyanta kala ni tonya la bad islamo fo mu dinante melon ka be lori tonya le kam faniya man bete ya kuma soto balo moma nyana fo la moy bari mi memmu gambia la president me an kon tollenga karto faye tol gambianol ayaya jamet dan carte wuli tanin sey 18000 wala sindi afama ma fan sindi anu berabe kala president data nyini ndo role molbe bulata noma coalition 7 political parties one independent ya sembentu ya e gambe be yaay bamba masala audio to mbewo ko le relate la ñu programme to bawo bamba spoke with a lot of wisdom and mo na ko mo fo me alon ka wisdom fala koto is better benga ko nyin tenten na tame adama kuma jelle fo gambe no le mem mayalon ko aman tonya ya killing adama la lora ko sanji saba ba wala kala bimbel lame kan jalang bakar fati la ufana forumo ton na bari man alpha ba membe senegal ako tonya ablay wad a wax tale ako bari ablay wad la tanya anin adama boro yake nyamen iman kili ako ablay wat biring ay kumafo alafta falina ay ken buñani hormola ay delegation ki Senegal religious leaders oli ya ki dani ka fay ko ntelengen nyinke bari lafta falina le amanna labanji anata Senegal wol nyinin ka referendum bari adama lota brikamale ako by force abe sanji abala mandate timandi lale abe dafa 2021 ama gamerol nyinin ka de a lota state house video me alon ko molba janjan kan Facebook oto agani draft constitution of onyamen ko constitution kutole sama na uma pare folo bari atebala mandate timandi lale ama gamerol nyinin ka ama gamerol bunya ni kuma fo banko dingole ila vide hakilo falinna men ñi ñaata emuro banko dingol kanko tenke ya fo buñani horomo kono bari adama mañi mankuto soto ablay wadi yo wala ke Senegal bele wax waxetta bari ablay wada ta wala ñi ñaata adama baro tadi jalam bakar fati ñi audio wala na ñi audio men ka trafor moto nim men ke la wato tay ke lamoy ibe kare karana jele Gambia mo hakilima la siata Gambia surtout na kebal la karola ne karana no ñi kebal bulle ni ye kumol falen ki la kumol lamoy tubabol ka mi ko wisdom yo sotole ya hikma soto ya wisdom soto hakilol warata nindol dinningolu mbulata nyin keballa diamul no ma tumondo banko be lola sila kendo la kam adama baro kuma kilinga e memfo memman na tonya ya Gambia wala ko be sanji sabaleke mbotaji fulan jang ngaje bambala diamo kono adama ko ako ya tumile ko ate député ol bribe lay dukule bara ma wo condemnde ama fo hani wona bara na rafa ko ay député ol sponsor hani Aisha Touré la député ol bamba cleverly spotted that wo fana man ko kumati men soga mbe kalimo le fola jang adama la daji ko le tandi Gambien wala because dak Aisha Touré même la vice président bi men ka tu kamfari ataman député londi bara adama ko hani Aisha Touré la député ol ay ol sponsor wo fana man ko kuma sotorenti sabanjaw adama le lota jang adama le lota Gambia ako 2021 atete lola wallahi Gambia alna tonya fo alinga tonya fo ngata la tonya taba alinga tonya fo ngata la tonya taba Gambia me tonya la fola de ni manke loya da bala kalimati amanke Halifa Sallah la kalimati amanke mama Kande la kalimati amanke honorable Mai Fati la kalimati même la kalimotu ko 2021 journalist o yani ninka ngade video de kering so nyaton ko membu ka tonya fo banku dingoli banku din kendo misilme kendo nyanta bulala o mari no male alinga tonya fo because tonya fo is very important ni be nyaton ko yala hani shootio ka tonya fo abeti ata bake iko misilmo hana duta nyanya tonya fo bari mo me yalon ko aka lo banku dingol nyato kilim fula saba abe man tonya ya woko abe mansa ya ninol kotenke pour nga sindi ni nga sindi a tenten tollom na sita a tenten tollom because ye momoje yaya jame bira sita akoy tol mu soldiers with a difference itol mu soldier le meyan ko ni soldier dol daji ko mankini ko fanan ko itol natele pour que système fali ye muru back to balance ay faniya fonye nga support faniya kan gambiro alina hakilo to kan nyaton ko support mel bu ko tonya fo moli yaya jambe ko itol man na pour que si inatale pour que système oni correct ibe mburla back to balance aketale bam hani amanke moli la jusol noma pour dolbi je wol man la fi jawara la ma la fi pipi dolu ko jawara meto pawale asi astetale so alinga kamfanga yaya jamme support alin karin daji kol korosi muna natake musiba ma sibo bankola nyato koma seyo mol fata mol torata ngan kungol fiti nyanya sanyi monim fula ala nata ndema nyimbe masa talla bentol karandi kan masa talla ka example le tani yaaje nyaton ko membo ka tonya fo mo manya naka support mantara la kamola ka adama bara adama kalime sobale fa me ko bi NPP mo nengo so dia nyaonya isa fo adama fa because ako Dr. Aissatou Touré ay wala candidate hol sponsor alota jana ko doyle MP sol fana sponsor wol funtita iko imam aman ko di la candidate hol ala moto ko fana jang anane ko ko katele moto ay atele alota jana fana ako diaspora ate momate support ako momon ko di ala sen campagne ko wol fana be manke kuma sotorenti bari bi ñi mole be siring ay patio form mome yala ko 2021 atete lola ako I will retire ngata na business okay o fana nat man na kuma sotorenti ñinon adama baroti bari bi ñi ne santa abe political fond la ñoomi right now abe mansa kunda la resources takan kata ñu foundation stone law ka dulal upon woman tanaya ka mansa kunda la kodo sa ka silolo ñoomi woman tanaya anu mo be ñanta content la wala banku den kenno be ñanta bulo kosilale ko ñoomi ko la silo hakalan me yalon ko kabir wato men ni ñoomi silo de data a data gambia le ni ñoomi silo de data a data ndol gambinol be benefit la manke adama baro la silati amanke NPP la silati bi adama baro biranata president ya jambe dulal men doku a continuer ta kajut Transgambia bridge ya jambe la commencé ya jambe fana biranata gamtel nawek civil aviation social security ni institutional PPP man sekunda lelo ya jambe continuer la ke use wala na institutional ni president ko wol support woman tanaya so mbaringol mbaringa message ki na jesoye ngala fenko ñun difa demanding kebalang ni be program or lamay kam batunga message ki because the other guest is not coming. Let me just because left on point banner. Okay, alimbal albak. Sorry. Okay. Janing watu nyimbe sila. Tardeo kata demanding. Okay. Okay, make quick message le kikam. So nyomi silo mo kana political dundi nyinto nyomi mu Gambia leti Gambia dulawd la ye silo doku adama baro la man sekunda Gambia kodo ayole ta aliamo ya fongolale ako nyimu man sekunda la kodo le tonyalon tol nami jola la kodo lo amanke adama la koditi anda fala di amotol fanan ko nyin silo ni minister lafta kuntunte na tema be bayla hani mambure wala kay ko bandele ngaje fatu network le la ya safede bi kon tebuko adama la programme la moy fatu network le nyin sea iko adama ko minister le ni man predo ko la be bayla mo manyan na nyin silo sabotage la mo manyan na fola ha manana nyomi silo na lota Gambia dingo bele nyanta kontan la anun tolu UDP ko nyanta kontan la le nyimanke adama la silati ito lafta menna pour alieta social media ale nyin silolu alkalla kamfa tandi ni nyomi ko yoje saf njunu mala finto la kayrola ale adama la political la try canal over smart. Let us welcome the construction and the foundation ka foundation wala bere foloti do ko fo ma start follow bari nakata fana nyanta kontan la banku din kende nyanta kontan la silo do ko dawda kurango duta dawda jio dunta Gambia dawda masakunda la kodolom ntolu be kontan lolo nga celebrate anu mobe nyanta celebrate la mo kana kamfa ya foko ha biko adama barole foundation stone on yilo sontol ba sabotage wotete man la fi Gambia la nyato tal before adama ke president ay foundation stone lo banku jumale Gambia before Yaya Jammeh ke president ay airport lo la ay 22 lo le ba hani man sekunda airport o menga lo ntolla la kodom because you kodom enta Taiwan at julo ntolla kajo so mo be nyanta content la nyinale everybody should be happy. Let us celebrate the construction of the foundation stone anuntenga welcome le ndiamta before moto ngole fo nkonte content alale nyulula politiko alinga hakilo tuje ni molta da for moto ikani silo against je silo nata da nyomi fo adama lebe tamalo silo kam fo UDP lebe tamalaji fo APRC lebe tamalaji Gambiano lebe tamalaji ni communication no beti ada banko le ka yirwa so nanata infrastructure mo kanela kamfa tandi men jawyata je wolom adama lebe political dundi kan je ka NPP tofo adama baro NPP ma sindi Gambia coalition government na sindi and we condemn this. Adama should not mention NPP in this. And NPP nkolu, you manka la project. Because Adama sita coalition ole kan. Atol nal fahanta, alta fala NPP le benye. NPP masa kuna man side. 2021 nal lota. Alaman tankala nal ganyeta. Wala bekala NPP government. So fimo bekala at that point, alsa from NPP. But right now, you coalition government. Mokana geda. Kino me yalon go contribute le defaso ke je yaktabi. Wara ibe bungo me yalon ko la hakkudo dun tajele brabe construction la je adama boro la ko sati ite kamfa ye jamfa bungo la alinga korosiro nyim man sakunda munna man sakundaleti coalition government la manke NPP government because adama boro did not 2016 NPP ma wulu in fact nim mo right so to kanyim man sakunda celebrate is UDP DOI GMC NRP NCP partition member carrying 2016 because 2016 at Adam NPP ma wulu NPP wulu ta after so ni NPP ngol fo faham rosoto why should they take credit over anything that Adam Barrow is doing no UDP le fo right soto ke credit ta ba UDP will le campaign ta UDP supporters all watara NPP wasn't born so ni ñomi hakalan silo bedal bar ku clean kam fandi je anu ñing alinga start ka Adama criticize ala Adama Barrow ibe menke ka mambetea Adama sika hakole be ni Gambia nol tema and ibe kitinde la ñin ko be la iman ñanne la ñin project because ibe essential mental ka tani mission wala ni man second official Gambia taxpayers all la namo ibe wala use kan so iman ñana political dunde la ñi akamta ko meet the people store mais ko constitutional mandate lo so ni be man sekunda la silo kan ibe Gambia no la silo kan iman ñana NPP ko dundi la ji iman ñana political dundi la ji teita e foundation stenolo e Gambia di ngol tentu no mention of the draft constitution ala dia mo kono constitution o me yalon ko ñin draft constitution o ako jahalo warta mbeddun la je domanding constitution o me yalon ko million tanning woro wala dunta kono 116 million wala la min konate ko seho ndol famo beta jannin tata London tata meeting wala now time is abemu time is solati na taxpayers bari ngam do la ja diamta audio to ako ngamela la min silalom meme America ko atela hako meme 160 million to ma yam fa Adama Barrow andu mamira mo nyanta hada yam fa la na kodolom ñin député wolu mo man ñanna yam fa la ñin député mo ni saba mais yalon ko yanyi draft constitution 5 in the dustbin a hakole bal ni Gambia no tema andu la Allah ke man satalla bal kitindi la la atele Adama Barrow la interest wala jiri because ñin constitution mo neke term limits mais yalon ko according to Afro Barometer survey ila report 2018 wolko keme sidula tansayni warawla 87% of Gambians iko wole lafta ñin term limit la so term limit to mo ya support quota system for female participation pour que hakodi musolla pour y representation of the National Assembly na Gambia musol mais alon ko we always advocating for women's right women empowerment musolo nyanta every region at least minimum 2 female representation National Assembly ali amoy lo yakko majeyte ba fola ñi constitution me ya fay ayo garantie le ñi constitution of fanan ay president la symbole tala limit to executive power mais alon ko bi Adama Leka minister appoint ataka Inspector General Police appoint army commander wala na minister be joyata no masay bi ni aji be foro ya mantara ñi minister kono biko mobo be silari ko Adama be jindi la biko Adama mu ne fo iben na agenda la support la wala jinna boso kono ay minister sol be terrified ay silandi so mol mel ay man tankene ya ibe kata Adama yi jongoti hani ñi minister kuto men nata Dawda Jallow ay joya commencé Adama Barrow normale ali amman kuto jala mina duna ñi draft bilo to later ko be analyze aleja jumale be ñi draft bilo koma Dawda Jallow ali ya jele may fati ya fa la press conference to may fati ko amando ku kendeke parliament lawyer dabo ya afrika amando ku kendeke gambia din kenol be ya criticize itenate ma hani kari sabake attorney general yala o kari nani banko dimol satake kajafi not kajafi but kajafi is the wrong word pour que la false or tandi ila insincerity ko itebe lori adama barole dawda diallo bari nga ñum fo janne de gambia no dolbe je palaso dila then you know who they are wala kata dawda diallo la dawda diallo killing wala ñin drafto komade ñin drafto me yalan ko e ka fo ko e be spot counting bondila bari ni la fita gambia malala do yenyo o agenda push bari ngamira ko anyway meduno kachato le later so CRC me yalan ko in March 2020 le drafto tan adama barola before that yaya jame mo la constitution 1997 constitution I have fallen 50 times plus I need spot counting on I have bondi because yaya jikitale nung anu dalilo men yaya jame spot counting no bondi meduna je domandi yaya tatal fa tamayata maningol mi ko tamaya he was arrogant I overconfident soto because karte kese wuli keme saba yaya ye wole mabo tala tumanu jallo woli damin jani wala na yaya tumani jallo e jongola ki tata tumani jallo fa yaya be jikiro karte kese wuli keme sabo la wala na ko ngo alko ndeka karte o sunyal bar sa memmen kala we count on the spot a fayda da ba kontila wol because yaya be jikiri wo wuli keme sabo la yaya 9 nimisa soto gambia wolo nyi counting on the spot I may introduce them yaya nana buka electional win gambia antela geroto ngamay dol ka fo yaya electional win I don't believe it 1996 election on dama believe ko yaya la win UDP le 1996 election win wolunga wasa jane interview jan wasa ko mole ya call ka fay ko ate fongle win tano national assembly election auto bari yema wasala carte o tala yadi APRC la wasa ya fo janne ako more mayalon ko he was among the presiding officers wala tata confess ayako dega wasale o election win ndebli to ko 1996 election ka fo membe UDP noma bari ye election ni ne hijack bari bring ala masatalla sembo batella comme un pharaon ay sembo soto anabila Musa wala na ala masayati ja amon fere kenoji ay fero bele ke aka denanol mota ke denal ke wol mota ke fa ni muso wuluta ke wara ke yo mota ya fa bar ala kay ko membe la masaya ba nte fongole be protect la ya jame fana tafal fa tamayata fa ka foko election tende wininde la no jam motende boyndi la no jam tebe sila jane foni fongo batata nga jibe lafta men nga power handover ya jame kanina fo ko de tata bondi la no election ta bondi so carte o na fayta na kontije yaya nata ko ali constitution alaf electoral ak fali bidi go keta tonya sabatita yaya mam boy fa dabinda fa ka foko what happened to work wuli keme sabo a jahaltale momi yalon ko carte jella nani ya win sai iba fola sai mo tutaji sai menyim banko kan adama baro nata a sita I promise all men bedi I believe he renege on all I power ni mota I usap I power ni ta I ta I mol bay ani mel sita melia makoy melia sindi I jam fast start I APRC mol to pali government ani APRC mol be kachakan fa bakare tombo njata wol ka kodol dila allegedly ka kodol dila I UDP la député wol sam wallahi adam alale gambia dema lawyer dabo mu political genius lati ni lawyer dabo manning tactical alliance samanang no afele bi adama boro en national assembly be control ba alay duwale jabi gambia because denu bi ni député mo ni sabo me yalon ko they are loyal to UDP ani independent ani GDC la ni candidate wol bebe kafla ni brown envelope NPO lema den afele adama boro en banko ta be control so gambia nolu adama baro be ni silo menna teng mena dunna me menkela wolom gambia ñin draft constitution o meyalon ko abe sakule kam Facebook ko to lafita gele seneyande la biko kunun confusion o warta Facebook o ñimu draft lati bilo fo man dela follow validation workshop wolom kabiri yaya jame jal kamele interparty workshops patiol dama hani yaya jame aka UDP invite lanu aka APRC sorry aka GMC invite ase NRP invite ika workse damale kacha so ñi safari follow ika hole draft bari melliente jahali me gameno jahali Adama Barrow munekata Adama Barrow la fo abenyim fongo mirala ka fo ka sport counting bondi bari jumal leke Gambia karanna mo kurngolu Gambia karanna dolbi je la kuriya waratale wayi Adama manyi drafto safeno Adama tefen safela jumal le ni safay justice ministry mol membiji Gambino nga hakilotu Adama cannot write anything Adama manyi safe nka Adama Barrow fo bari karanna kurngolu wolle be Adama Barrow misli wolle be Adama Barrow enable kam ngo yaya jame beranata yaya jame mona safe lo abukoto dikril jumala yaya kasaba Gambia karana dolbi jela kuriya warata baki ñi drafto me yalon ko man sekunda la submit to the opposition fo Adama le ñu safe ba fo Adama la advice so le ñu safe ba ali nga tonya fo Gambia karanalo Dawda Jallow anala timo Dawda Jallow attorney general ito le ñu safe fo Dawda Jallow mu nekata Dawda Jallow hana tara mu be kele ni Adama Barrow sinsiyata nu ni ñi safa ba fulal ko he ba tonya ni wo kanyali ñu bonda la draft do bar Adama man honest Adama kuriyatale Adama manke mo kendati bari Adama man ñi safe jumale ñi safe mbadi ngolu ñi drafto mbe wu hawti la Adama yes atelo ñatum ko di bari Gambia karanna le ñi safe Dawda Jallow ani the solicitor general ali nga tonya fo Cherno Marena is the solicitor general and legal secretary Cherno Marena itemo technocrat oleti ni attorney general lafta nyinkela ala fay ko nyinte Gambia sambala ñaato technicien ole kanyi safe de ikanyi safe ine pour draft ya samba cabinet munati na Dawda Jallow and the folks at the justice ministry would even hanatara muneketa foytol a jaretale ya foko mbem fonyola na palaso bari Adama Barrow la man sekunda sport counting ne Adama Barrow la man sekunda sindi so munana ñi fo betala draft fo Gambia dingol bajal not only that ñi karanna kurungol ñi karanna melian ko konkili nali kimire la palaso le ito le fanantate safiroke i control diaspora laftan tolle da bonde la election aliya jele i kon ye dual nationality soto warete tobe electoral register in America or France ite manna tarla jum Adama manyulu safe ali nga tonya fo Gambia wayi biko Adama ya lonne ko ate carte o winna jo transfer abe suñarol la ñiya tandele ko Adama nga safele ni Adama la molka loje ko Adama be carte o winna munekal silandi sport counting na yaya jamenata system o men samana gamenol be contanda anu kukilina hani oppositional te sonna ñinna in fact nga kibaro men soto let me just calm the nerves ñing sport count ñing ka carte kesol transport ballot boxes ale ñi meña draft to ya bonde draft to fo tale lawyer Kumba Jaite ya confirm le honorable Sana Jawara ya confirm la Facebook page ya bondile oppositional ya komutale ya bay so ya bonde draft total so alkana don't let you lose your sleep over it sport counting wala be maintain baramanda njede biro hanisa en clis kala so be sport counting wo yo maintain le bil draft ni baram oppositional ya reject le in totality iko bam farate sonda lawyer Kumba Jaite ni almami fandi tal ngamera wala UDP represent wo katiatu honorable may fatina la timo wol fana be jele e be balantale fam e ko sport counting wala be maintain la Gambia so yo bondi draft totally so member circulate kan social media was the initial draft but this nin kacha member ke kan interparty talk ya bayle opposition ko ate kela anu hana tara ya tuje anu kukle lafta je senende la molbe jahale lim bake Gambia loyalu al kare funti ni Gambia molbe jahale ni nganyim fo dole kunum ntolu nale across ni fe ngomenata economy la karola ndeka tariala quick nka seneyandi Mamadou Sabali se funti yasen Gambia loyal alkare taria ni ngunu be Gambia rol damma tema alkare kuri you don't even have to be invited in a platform alta ali safaro ko ale kol senandi mo way londo na fa moleti kunu mo jamal be jaharri ko 75% oni ani simple majority ay mo jamala kamfandi ay mo jamala jahali mol ko ni electoral act for simple majority yole ni parliament bam for 75% threshold comme ni constitutional lafide je senandi la ma jam because thank you lawyer ko ma jeyte me alon ko anyi ko be senandi anda senandi mo jamala ma mba tentula mba jeyla constitutional ni la to amen la wala 75% threshold fe ma fe me constitutional bala simple majority bu ko falin no so lafita mo le jam understand. But from is an act, come the local government act, they need only simple majority. The electoral act, they need only simple majority. Let us not think about the 75%. The electoral act, ni ake biloti. Ya sama naso assembly, they need just simple majority for it to be passed. Alinga ji hakilo tubaki. So silanda be nyindula neto. The electoral draft electoral act, not at a justice ministry, then it will become in a bill, a particular draft. Apita cabinet le ya finalize ya nake piloti ya sama national assembly then first reading yeke second reading yeke third reading so first reading ni voting keje imam majority soto comme constitution ko dañamen abebe burkala world so say mediam la UDP député wolié ko mune ba adama baro fo jahali la ite ko 1997 constitution ngata wala so ikamum fere leke nguno fana moy ko il a fait 50 plus 1% sambalanani ali ngam bam far atekela bi atekela sama bawo abenun draft constitution balal fo nyurule ba fututa Gambia tiba hani muna ne tolbe constitution reject la then dolungana ngana bule lañu 50% noma andum ali nga partisanship bondi ñin koto ala reject in totality diaspora voting fana nga jiko soto ko doy be diaspora voting support la lede ngani jiko soto ko UDP ba support la PPP la député killing ngani jiko soto ko be diaspora voting correct la ñin député seyol me yalla ko adama ye sandi wala alin kana rela wolo hani adama ye mune samana wo national assembly iba support la wolom UDP ñin député seyo men bay ali yajele allegedly reportedly malo fo toñalo iko Fatoumata Jawara ay moto kutole sang 850,000 wuli keme se ultando nganeta lol jeli kayolo bondi poroto fo toñante Fatoumata Jawara sina fon seneyandi baro rumol be kikane ko after brilliant draft constitution on ñing ya reject ikata to moto kuta pulule bondi ngaje wat order so toñalo fo toñante te fe manku senemanji bari ñi dimite seyol wolu bil wo bilitata adama baro yasmanam talimen wol buka bilo fon story wol abatana adama la yare comme majanka samusa be nyame majanko samusa adama baro fon fen samana je so itol ñi dimite seyol 10 imotam APRC ali ngol fanan dila buka lo wol be damen biko wol be kam fari UDP la kama wol fon fen ngela bari APRC definitely comme Sirif Cissé même fo biala audio ni ata lafta jambela legacy la protect la woto adama baro lafta sport counting bo dal ñanto fana reject la because amul ñaasi ako itol be jambela legacy la protect la ayole fa ko wala ne draft constitution reject woto ñi simplement ani APRC diaspora voting tumando alla president alla fola alla former leader alla spiritual leader so atol bo support but I cannot see Doi supporting that Doi cannot do that kafo diaspora te katro faila UDP will not support. So this bill is likely, in my view, a bit throw out even on simple majority. It will not pass. But cooking never ambige. Mobuka for Moiko, you're definitive. Nibe analysis that you have to look at both sides. Dipeta wolo dolbije se fam absentinole. Ititala. Anu Adam ngani information of sotoko. Adam abe million le pumpkan. Adam abe million le pumpkan. Abe mol try kam pour que corrupt ni. So dipite lafta diaspora e karto fay na lafita Gambia fituno kana malaji al tale nyim vilo hal albe Gambian ol push an to the limit adama baro be Gambian ol push kana to the limit draft constitution of mol kamfata Gambian ol la kulwoni hormosa banko fem mol man jija mol ko luwalom ba 75% bari ning al lafita jammela sport counting body la Gambia ol to sila yal jibe dipite wol alal hakilo to de menkata Mali asekeno Gambia le mba folali kuoku you ikana mol push up to the limit alkana adamala interest no mafali Gambia mala because reforms solo sanden fata ni electoral reforms lela spot counting wonyante kala and no another thing janina geso binala kebalang sane kebalang is a join all right now then we will talk and we will discuss and we will continue analysis ye kuma dole fana fo nyin draft toto iko ni momo Gambia passport soto Gambia birth certificate ID card is a voter's card soto Gambia la hakilo tujeni alkana son passport la as an avenue pour que voters card soto passport Gambia passport mu luntan jelle be Gambia passport be ntenga Nigerian wol fongo jelle me alko Gambia passport be bul na Nigerian digo jajande Gambia passport ay soto Gambia la no wala dunta UK ani jamallo birth certificate ya adama baro la ñi sefo lila alkalo le sitano e vice certificate di ya de la mol ale ñi registration ñi bilo ala study kendeke adama be suña rol adama ya lonne ko ama popularity so Gambia ngabara ñi koyta mol bema because ni adama lot of popularity munat adama be ñi sport counting for this foolish useless justice minister Dawda Jallow nga fa ale janne ko Gambia nol ñi Dawda Jallow will be one of the worst attorney generals alike la moy na kumola de ñing Dawda Jallow membe attorney general he will be one of the worst attorney generals Gambia be men sotola and no disrespect to the University of the Gambia UTG but this guy is a product of University of Gambia I law current University of Gambia ala bakam another UK jam briefly I study ke jam alikari ñu mol korosi ni attorney general he is going to be the worst attorney general for Gambia ala korosi baki Gambia non mbal won la kola ala hakilo tuji abi adama barole fasa kan amantra mo fasa kan namanke adama la interested he doesn't mean well for Gambia he is million times worse than Batambedu yes Batambedu ay jongulal bulale way mul kamfale anunte aliyalon konteni Batambedu bu kabbe but Batambedu is better than this Dawda Jallow Walana Mai was very hard on him and I want to thank my party I mean Gambia on this letter but mbani ngolu sa mbe men kala rek na jeso fela jointa Kebalang, welcome to YouTube Online Bantaba.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining Bantaba.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kebalang, welcome in the audience also in your content and continue.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum, Seku. Be kontona anila mol mini alon ko wolle be jibero la nyin tembo. Ani mini alon ko fanang wolle be lamero la fanang. Budungo be momo kontona ibe dawada ibe watu mintu je be kontona wo wato la je. So
nga jaranga fulale benta platform to ngalam fo malo nyomi ngol wekla nyame mbajele igisolbe ebe panic ring because Kebalang isa fo mole bota minto la UK and in Gambia e bota minto man fande Gambia which part of Jara for the benefit of audience all men melo.
All right, ndomu Kebalang sanity Gambia mbota daminto wolem Jara so much. The heart of Gambia mbota wolito and Angleterre mfele mbe sabatining Birmingham Sadio.
Okay, welcome. Thank you. You want to know Shitale Reg Nadia na Chiamano in Kolam in Konate. Wolum for ni tel conference. E decision on ta ko sign. E join the United Democratic Party Male. It's have a molie before any decision on ta even party Jumale no.
I mean before decision on ta I mean na political leaning is more towards Doi.
Doi.
I was Doi's polling agent in 1996 in Soma, the presidential election, and also it is the party that I vote for.
Keba sa try nga mandeka ka for bake nga tuwa ka.
All right, so anilemo party to mi alon ko nga katre fa yitolle fanang and it will party to fana mi alon ko wala ideal subscribe to them back wala la coming wala fengol di mini alon ko wala nyafa wala nyabu but I mean fanan ko mang nga any difficulties la sort of with UDP I cannot go drunk because politics be nyambi momo ila miro ni min la miro tata e ka taro no wala noma so it will party to me alon ko ni diamuta kam fanjeno ila kuma kangol kono andun ka kolje ko maybe e ka mem for Gambian ta tamala wasilo lela so it will party to me alon ko na political kasembela wasembo waritolle la fanala. But it manke a card carrying member because I think sometimes in Gavon demo member in your party carry, but as you can support other number because nemanke card carrying member. You patiola dingo from a monkey word, you can support like, but a monkey or patio from what you I mean, no one tell them you.
But what even when for la model ba for la nyim fa manke doyti aka fa ko ala ikola political leaning asutiata doyla la numbake but one dollar for nyim fa mo UDP le aka so kewala all ala UDP sympathize a lot maybe dol be nyim for right.
Well, I mean, what about I mean, a lot of them. So because Mimfanga Yawasab, well, because Jamal Vijay Kalafi Yaji Konga UDP criticize, which I do, but only on principle. Because Ntete Mamira Prunte Fongo Prunga Longa Usenu Neng, just to justify to people condemning the UDP is the right thing to do. Because Nteka Mim for all the time, willing to go. The UDP hold no to account. Daman Demba Mansakunda deal. Name Sakunda dealer is a whole not account.
Yeah.
But the name of Masakunda dealer be opposition of Mansan Yinikan, it a whole town or like go hold to account. Yenta Ming hold to account. Well, APRCT and in Adam Baro, Miyalon Konga Karefa will lay putting and in the Banco Taman. Na full bending cardilla putting the Banco Taman. But I mean, UDP gonna Nakafunya Jamal Lebije. People like Aliu Dabo, I mean, Mojamal UDP, Wolialone. I mean, Lamin Konate, Atealone, because Gabarando Minkatala Facebook, Nike Chal Minken Bunkono, Atealone from the UDP level Mantra UDP, and so many other people, many alonko will be UDP and only interaction also. I mean, there is a place in Birmingham, what do UDP house lady. I mean, if I go there, I have heated debates with them. Nika Sonkale for Malam Bekelanyami. So what
Sisla be told ga ko ela muso mu die at UDP let you ba ma ja wole for convince ke sama na UDP.
And say what the thing is, Sizzler came to my house twice. So Sizzler will know from the UDP level from the UDP because Sizzler is die-hard UDP.
Yeah, Sisla mu die hard UDP.
All right. So Minika Ofo, wallahi say one day I'm not gonna insult Usenu to prove to anybody condemnatory UDP. I'm not gonna insult UDP. The UDP nenna. Ongata Facebook kafu moleko purka UDP nendron kaitandi mola condemnatory UDP. Puru mola o karimantara UDP. No, because I like the party.
But nendiro fo nyanta kela le ba keba. Nendiro le fo manyana kela.
No, because you're na political for stage letter me along ko seku na molka you have to be at either extremes.
Yeah.
So many along ke Facebook because being the mamera for mo yanda la Gambia. Me mafo you cannot criticize Useno, but you cannot say anything bad about Useno. All right, ndela mirror. Because imam palaso dia la pride banko mare. But at your life and all time I will sacrifice and all resources to fight for Gambia. Now Nimo Mari Jono. It will be wrong to castigate. I mean, Mandela is not perfect.
Yeah.
He made mistakes. But people will excuse him a la mistake or like excuse that not because I'm sent later. I don't follow He's not a saint. He's a flawed human being.
Moment timma, mo be hello be the trailer carolale.
But a lot of principle of Minkang. Wala at na molka horomaika bunya. So more all these political parties, apart from Yahya Jammeh, if you want to insult Halifa, I'll have problems with you. If you want to insult OJ, I'll have problems with you. If you want to insult Usiano, I'll have problems with you. Because more many lonko will they fight against dictatorship. Fonga wala bunya ni la horomo dila ye lominta banko ye time. So that's my principle. But yalo Gambia Ninna Ronga Fendo good about UDP, they will celebrate it. But people like Nata Mas, people like Babukar, I had so many backward and forward with Nata.
Nata Mas be Tonyola ako for Jara Jumala ko Jara is the heart of Malon for Gambia, but Malo. You mean Coleman happy low comment like you mean they are reacting. I haven't seen that comments. Jealousy lala. But it's interesting Kevalang. So saying ngadun kata so mune nate la hakilo yele mandi pour ka join UDP.
Okay, yalo say banko for the Lord give me a crossroads.
Ha.
And mistake okay in 1996. The mal divider, doe janamuta. Beri wo muta role kera. Even though ndolmi along political following a campaign, we thought ko UDP le winter. But eventually, Yajame declared Katale winter or ya declared Yajame winter. And war is born out of the fact that Gambia policies of the Mialon Queba follow code na electoral process in law Kafu 50 plus 1 lem. So it's first past the post.
Yeah.
Handing Ayatra Maria Dankatrik is a calendar. Then the person eventually becomes the head of state. So at this critical junction, Dolla Bankola history with somebody like Barrow, me Yalonko, because there's two types of dictatorships. Yalong, you have a brutal dictator, me Yalonga Kamol Fale. You have a very, very, very manipulative dictator, me Yalonko, with a laissez-faire attitude. And doesn't care. More people die under that person as well, because not that state level fall, but they will die because of the policies of that government. They will die because of the inaction of that government, or they will die because Womansa Kuna Yanta Minkela Amalo. So sign Gambia Bay hopes we're gonna change, we're gonna bring in a new Gambia. And suddenly Mbejikrim Masakunda Mina to bring that process in place will day in Murta coma, your promise on you fail. Now it matter de fanjinin kala say mune bentol bondi no la nyinkon. That is the question. And then nga jibel nga koresi nyawo nyang. Hanni mo novice lady in political analysis. Yalo neko the only alternative viable to the borough or the current administration is UDP.
Thank you.
Now, is it seen on the fence? That's up to you. But in this seat on defense, you are strengthening borough. Come in Nikomata ko iko ning molda mal benyola. If ni neutral direct, you are on the side of the dictator.
Yeah.
Okay. So nobody can be neutral now. People have to take positions. And don't imagine that understand that it a position or position that what consequences for the future of this country.
True. Tonya.
Because in okay, carry on love with Doy. And I know I don't need anyone to tell me that. It's not the alternative to Barrow. It's not gonna be the viable one. It's an alternative, but it's not gonna be the one that would succeed Barrow or even give him a problem at the polls. Where would my vote or my support carry more weight? It's UDP. It's UDP.
Yeah.
And then what do I do? I mean, then UDP and I have heated debates with them. Now, the principle of development is not about more support just for the sake of it. I'm very passionate about rural Gambia. I'm very passionate about Jara. Now, Ninda Sida Banta, okay, on the fence, and my voice is not heard in the forums. What impact am I going to make?
No, it impact la.
So you can sit on the fence, and then sitting on the fence is two things. Okay, ni make ni boyda isimasikati or if you fall down in the middle, I mean, we know what's going to happen with that. But you cannot sit in on the fence in a critical juncture like this. It's like when the UK wants to go yes or no, there's no middle ground. Either you are yes or you are no. So Gambia Fanantefe, there should not be any middle ground. It's either you are for Barrow or you are against Barrow. But in the ila against Barrow Fanang should be in a place Mialongo, it carries weight. And then we cannot sit back and then have another government that comes into play and doing have about managing expect. No, you have to be part of the process. So what I did now, I made this conscious decision. Okay, I mean, I think UDP is the place that I would feel more comfortable in, and then where I can have a voice, whereby I can contribute, not just to make sure they are electable, but honey elected for the policy direction, because we cannot afford to have another 5 years of transition. If UDP comes to power in December on the 5th, I expect a UDP government to start running on that very day. Not 3 months, 6 months, 9 months later, because what analysis will ferol me alonko will nyanta banko sambala will nyanta landila sign. Not when you come to power, nga barola excuse use or ni masakunda we didn't know how terrible it is. No, we all know how terrible Jammeh was. So that's not an excuse. That is not. So I mean, just to answer your question, the reason why I come to UDP is the party that I think is a viable alternative to Barola government. Atalabekala party to me along kasi Baro kondinoje and no puru keno for Gambino be kafunyama support. Kasi ke bulo la nyo kanka expect ka bekala la wata tinaike. Ni kam fara funang ikon dati je, that even makes it worse. Which is the easiest option.
Baraka bake mbadi ngola bela maka yuri online bante wala nina luntang la beja mengera keba lang saneti mfangola jaran ka broda afaran saya kafutam male United Democratic ba mashala me doyla mol meli sutiala doyla me talata la bigon defon la cousin kuno wala muso fane kole wala muso mu UDP la bari ma balti fon la cousin na cousin afana mang active Gambia political do bake afana mu bystander bari afana in fact abe join a UDP la na cousin abe Manchester So mba fana welcome la possibly afana minala janne kana ka diamu why so ala muso ya convince le afana na muso ya muso ba kada kada imaje ide fana muso ikola muso le samanan aida ke wala aida comment ke kan ikola muso le samanan so defana no cousin ala muso la samanan so ala muso en kolle kuna ko he sa ngela mo samanan so akosa be jona UDP but this is good on a more serious note Sain Keba, mona be kikan banko sa kwenye draft constitutional ya jele ko deputy ya throw out nga million le spendje fonyin ko birenyi moya ay ikata nyaadi le Keba
so come for the back
e kam fata le de
right I mean ndebota borrow junale those who follow me on Facebook ndebota borrow hani bring you the betem ndebota borrow from what go right
ide baro la call sude junale de yala call sude
long time ago I mean people who follow me on Facebook will know that natangol ge baranle baby ni mankinu friend I used to tell them we will never forgive UDP for giving us borrow now but it's not UDP ndol nem baro e covenant lesro yala hanamadi ngol wala na ning alke mo le ngol ni tara ning alake kiti the principle of that kiti is because you have a covenant with God right ndol nem baro e covenant lesro mbinale mbelola for 3 years 3 years mbole sapla in 3 years on banta will call an election and don't participate in that election but with 3 years of confidence when you reform car and then you reform car and then you reform car and key among those reforms is the constitutional review. So ning baro fangala mansakunda ndol ning baro yo covenant minister are reneged on the 3 years. Ako no manta 3 years of dialogue nta kenola because mon constitutional da. Yana de fangala for the ako 3 years on yinte kenola because ala legacy which is the constitution.
Exactly. I all.
So insani wo constitutional na da wonyanta ka pass baro man was support because Nkana for Fanko, they gave it a court. No, they did not support it at all. They undermined the entire process. It means they are fight against this draft constitution. It's only okay. When is Gambia going to change? Because constitutional in Nafa, the consequences is not just now. And that's the reason why it's important to prove Moli Hakilora in 2021 where you vote. Because Nimbaro winter again in 2021, Alma Ale and Tankandi. Seko. It means that handing another constitution with a 2-term limit, the guy is going to argue, we cannot apply that retrospectively.
Keba yala mela kuma kundu. Alama me kuma kundu. Sorry to interject. But yala lafna me fola Gambia dingola membe barola mira nyako no sign. Wotu moy ka sanjita ni lulu le fo yo bondi le sainde. Barona la moli sanjita lulu bondi la mango. Sai ka memfo adama eko. Yaya jame sisa jale sanji mo wonde fula. Bawo 1997 constitution me tamala wol. As long as the election we never see sino jane for sanji mo ni lulu. Sai yenyi kachal le state house. So sanjita ni lulu yo fo file sign. So ko baro eko ni winter 2021 and in a report all men for so they call reportedly now we bamba masba fokan iko ni APRC deal lek ko APRC kana candidate on the 2021 pour e baro winindi so baro be nene kamena la ko 2026 atete lola APRC candidate yalo mu nyonenen but même for just to buttress your point Adama is now eyeing for 20 years in power 25 years in power 15 years of our total sign.
Yes, I mean, don't even give it a number. Baro is eyeing for life. Because the thing is, the more Aka stays, the more mistakes he makes. The more mistake he makes, the more he wants to carry on to stay. More mini for Ankatara, Bala, Wolf and Tinyaro Kenyamin, Tinyaro Nisembo Kawaranyamin, the more they encourage him price stay. The 1997 Constitution gives him the power to hire and fire. And the worker minna the Wallen in the Kohani minister Minialonko. Look at the cabinet. They can't say anything. Because everybody wants to preserve your job. Ne plaso di momo the way they take. Ne momo director the way they take.
But Justice Minister Jibe, momi alan ko kunun ko bala tekata minister Jalo. Amanya Jiba menke National Assembly.
No, it's disgraceful. And he came in there, he didn't support it. I mean, that alabos ya mimfai. Another just go there and say, oh, you're not convincing anybody. This is the government's bill. But forget about the Justice Minister for it. Nimu Barola legacy. So we tell a legacy. You are going to be the one to defend that. Has Baro ever come out ideamu in support of this constitution? Because this is a critical juncture. So it's Baro. He sends the signal. How Justice Minister not relevant? Baro is the one who is responsible. This is a covenant on Baro tema. People like yourself, when you're asking people to vote for Baro, what are you telling them? or 3 years like that. We'll bring in a new constitution. We'll end dictatorship. We'll end arbitrary arrest and so forth and so on. People said, okay, he's going to better Gambian lives. Barrow hasn't done any of that. Absolutely nothing. So I don't knowledge and nyadi like a continent can you banko mara. I mean, ask people who know me. I always said it, even from ala first day. Nko nga mole elect me along go bulu wundo drong atama the president am wallet. Right? Bulu wulindo. That's what he does. Now bulu wulinde bulu ikuma. I said our responsibility as head of state is way bigger than that. He thinks it's ceremonial. Barrow doesn't sit down. What is going to be the strategic direction of this country? So in Dola Banko Betama Kandadrong by accident. So I am Karaka Berola Nyomi because Nalango Nyomi Gold they are easy to be fooled. Brinya Jameo Silo Tambin de Baralas to Kerawan. They started clapping for him. So he said, okay, let's do the Hakalang Road. We know Hakalang is a bad road. Okay. But in Mansakunda, those are not projects for Mansakunda and the proud Lamin Lafang. Those things should happen. Impact on the lives and the livelihoods of the people.
Banko dingola nyantolo wati.
Thank you. It's our money.
Yeah. Nakodolem.
So you should have done that. So even the Mingle and okay, why should I clap for you? I'm not gonna clap.
I know moment yana karte of file Adam because of I foundation stone what I see. Hana try musilele doku nyomi wara jara wara kiyang. Ntolle la kolomu. Yeah, understand. Jang mansakundalu for jang infrastructure jang ikaw jang campaign promises aning mansakunda tamata nyame mola livelihood mola balunya jang mol ko use whether to vote for a government or not but not silolo because yalo ne ko test jang mo buka mansakunda tentu ka ko silolo loja ye airport kutolo loja because mol ka jele ko it's normal ikanye kushifal moy Gambia drone because of mola fahamu role le mawaraje but kebala
and so imagine a whole delegation just to go and inaugurate it. I mean, come on. Silo doku na pare ita inaugurate. Only but doku you go and have a visit there. Why do you need a delegation? But
keba Prime Minister kata foundation stone lo be airport lo yalong African tolbe koma bo adama fo nyanta convoy tala kata nyi fo hani ning respect bije the North Bank region the governor foundation stone lo no.
Absolutely.
This is symbolic.
Absolutely.
Minister cross I tell you like but abe political president man nyanta anu nyanta nyi body na political president ka state resources takata foundation stone lo for what I can in the African drone. You know?
Just for political gains. Because I don't know what Banda come 2021. At a Banda. So he just wants to make a political statement. Could go there, Yabundi, Cameral Bundi, or Borovis. Come on. I hope the Nyomingas don't fall for it. Really,
no, nyomi kolu me la koto le domani because being jele iko fo nyomi ke balle be feriyo kono kunumbang alquranol karanje bar lansonko ge ko manke nyomi kolti ako bari yalla nyomi kon tebuke lela bari ngajele ko ila crowd nying NPP la crowd me baro no ma fon but even under this COVID-19 where social distancing should be observed keba for is this even good time if Adam Barrow can delegation back so is Adam Barrow serious about fighting against COVID-19 coronavirus? Because you know more the crowd or the football and but this is the man who consistently a state of emergency 21 days. But right now, looking at the pictures coming from Nyomi, Adam man care Gambia all about this COVID-19.
No, but say mommy state of emergency right about the
Yeah.
That person doesn't care about. I mean, this one will be more important for him than even that. So and the problem is we're dealing with someone here, me Alonko, doesn't understand Aladoko and the magnitude of it. Any responsible person, me Alonko, head of state, you will have sleepless nights. Gambela condition of Benyami. The last thing on your mind during this COVID-19 is that it doesn't happen anywhere. No one in the UK here, the advice is changing. Things are changing. Boris is not going to go around and start worrying about from the kids are not going to school. What the future is hanging in the balance. Boris should be more worried about that. Our women are dying in hospitals.
Exactly.
Just to give birth. He doesn't care about it. So he thinks fixing a road will fix those problems. No. But he doesn't understand his job. But okay, anything is a calculated move. Not that it matters for him whether it's Gambians or Gambian affect the family. He doesn't care about that. He just cares about cosmetic projects. People can see them and say, "Oh, Barole Yinkijang," and he thinks that is his legacy. Legacy. Our legacy is the covenant George Lambin.
Exactly.
Jarabe paved with gold and diamonds.
But ika covenant use back and nyomi call it angele ka omo. Afo e mo covenant because nyomi call it
Nyami ko wala coronavirus. Ni corona be bekeri. So gafole COVID-19 probably out
No,
there.
maybe covenant. Wolo ining
Yes, lahido moltema.
lahido. Ha, yala nyomi
Lahido.
ko. You have to be careful. Ilangale kama wara bakere. Ningangale kama use jam back in the
Yes, so
criminal.
nyami ko covenant wala lahido. Lahido is
Okay,
moltema.
okay.
So hani Quran karan kum gamin funen seku yerek. Ndolning ala tema gafole covenant. The covenant between you and God is to worship him and him alone. Now, so if you renege on that, he has a problem with you, right?
Yeah.
So in the front in Baro Tema, the covenant between him in Tema, it's not about anything. Hani Baro 3 years and stuff. I'm thinking Gambia, I'm thinking you will respect him. He'll go down in history as one of the best presidents in that Gambia, as long as not the court the roads were that in the Molia Bridge. I think who talks about those things? No, that is not our promise with him. So for me, not me but Baro Balanta blame Seku. The guy is 52 years, bring a carre fire. You want to get in the Musufula le babu bring a carre fire. Bring a carre fire in our Cindy and Donga Simbo means nga dear to la Prao Banco Samba. So we cannot shift that blame to anyone. The blame is his and solely his. He never ever another man now looking from Avalkan Jokurubina said Lemangam. He didn't do that. Whatever is his right, he enjoys it to the fullest. Even being fed $2 million is a month.
Exactly.
So we cannot excuse him. We cannot excuse him. He is responsible. Adalam president oti ngakare fa tele constitution the instruments of governance be batele bulokono. Baro is the problem, not anyone.
Baro is the problem, not anyone. Voice of Keba Lang Sane on YouTube online. Bantaba. Keba, love it move back to the Justice Minister ko anong media earlier on before now. Begambia karanal vola. Ngalon ne ko bengalon ne ko Justice sorry, Attorney General Dawda Jallo performance was really dismal. Ala performance man better at the National Assembly. Yes, Barola ya bulala. Ite yo fole. Mo jama yo lefe. But in take a diamond for man left on the focus. Karana, you should be professional. Ana tara it ntolbe ngalon ne ko hana tara to yo below defend adama barola nying brown envelope empil wolila mind make they already made up their minds before can national assembly ko even constitutional they were going to vote it out anyway irrespective of barrier for the sake of our integrity professionalism anyente wo constitutional defend to the letter ikanyene for professionalism wala dina even footballers or they were very professional. They did the job. Even Hanatra Yalonko, they are losing the game. Ikelo professionalism maintained. So Dawda Jallo, amanke professionality. In fact, so mbe jane fokan anu keba lafta men folan tolo me alanko molka fo kan lan sonko mo le Gambia Karanalu bifo my audio bulale. Ako sehu Gambia Karanalu kitio bal ni Gambia dingol tema. Tonyalom Islamic Karolom bang. Muslima Karolom bang afenko kara. Because Dawda Jallo nyongol shiata Gambia le. Dawda Jallo could have defended that. If Niatan Telom, I would have gone there and defended the bill. Then Nin vote I would have the mobile balonico. Yes, this man did his job. But yeah, Monica Gambia Karanal Bulani Diko Sifala Kebala.
So it's integrity and lack of principles. Because Nara Dawda is a justice minister worth his salt.
Yeah.
Right? If that bill fails, he will resign.
He should. Bingo. Thank you for picking that point. Agenda resign straight on. And yes. Adele follow to resign, right?
Kaje wo bill nye pass.
Yeah.
Ala responsibility la wood. No bill nye failed. He should consider his position.
Yes. Our position becomes untenable. Yeah.
Yes. But put on yalang so kono yafule yabon. So kono la problem o mendiseku. Ne modara don foye plazo de ala motobalbe boran la police ba salute. Integrity goes out of the window. Gambia Karanam is a problem, and then me and a problem with this because we focus too much on Molia Ilamin Karang and in denial integrity. We don't focus on it, it's a character.
Yeah.
Right? And then sometimes Molmin for a character and in integrity sometimes in Kamalu. That is a big problem. The people don't want to fight. And we should be able to fight on principles. If the justice minister feel ko boro mantra you support gang, he can say, well, your excellency, ni mantra support gang is better nga withdraw and I will resign. Because mantra sambalaje, a lot of the Gambians are relying on the passage of this constitution. No, but he didn't do that. He went down there, he just made everything look easy. He didn't even argue it passionately. I mean, he came around, oh, Nali Mafa is okay. But forget about not only that, even the speaker. I mean,
I spoke about the speaker in the last program, and Mariam Jack Denton, afanam abe Gambia fail. In fact, Gambia fail. Nga blame. The speaker was bent on that for that bill to fail. Our action was there for all to see.
Because them being understand in the UK here.
Yeah.
If an important bill is going to be voted on, they tell you the time.
Yeah.
You don't just jam up on the for more than 2 hours or 3 hours. You tell people 6 o'clock Then you give people time to lobby. Even Sanajawara suggested put a motion, put a time the gala. They refused. Look, the Justice Ministry handled this poorly. They didn't care.
Yeah.
Because they should have got the CRC on the floor.
Exactly.
To be able to explain these things to national assemblies, even before you belong in front of the fund. Have a workshop with them, discuss it. But you more interested in Mindorek, Abuka interested in So for them, Barola 2 times. I mean, if I hear anybody talking about applying the law retrospectively, I can come find them from because Baro should not even be part of this equation now.
Yeah.
This conversation should never have been about Baro.
Exactly.
That is our covenant with him. It had been you oversee, then we wouldn't be having all these problems or 2 term why should we talk about that when we voted for him to avoid exactly what is happening now?
Bingo. But I remember from a speaker from during Honorable Sana Jawara ko ye CRC commissioner or Samana ye Blal Seneni. She overruled that.
She overruled, yes.
Madam Denting overruled that.
Yes, she overruled and then when they told her some MPs are outside, no. That is one of the most important bills in Parliament life. You cannot treat it like any other bill. Give that person a chance. If Tumanja is stuck in UK, I don't care whether you have it in your standing orders or not. We are in uncertain times, unprecedented times. UK Parliament never met through Zoom. Now they met through Zoom. Don't tell me that was part of their standing orders.
She could have joined via Zoom. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. She could have participated. She could have voted. Right? So you have to give everybody the opportunity. You have to give this bill the seriousness that it deserves. But yalong water the better borofong la for ako water the beko kodo dada komi aja me ferol millandi he told ko they were going to help him but in the end wole na taka aja me fonga downfall he sacked the Supreme Court judges.
Sorry, go ahead.
Baro is doing the same thing. He's thinking this concern is going to serve us. Well, under every Gambian, it becomes a mandatory on you. Responsibility for all caring. Collective responsibility, individual responsibility. Responsibility me ya lonko ntenjante ko ke nimake. Modota kenolanye I have to do that, which is to register, to get a voter's card, and to vote. Nobody can do that for me. Collective responsibility, like what you do, I cannot do that. Seku because Seku is not doing it alone, but Seku and people like Seku can do that. The civil society organizations, the political parties, in terms of advocacy, in terms of sensitization, they can do that on our behalf. But when it comes to political party support can make sure they have the resources, individual responsibilities. The momo ikunkilina inyandolola because neither market moti jemimba kele. But kodol bije ni market. Somebody will do it for you. The media houses will hold the government to account for you. The judiciary should hold the government to account to you. So we have funga ngo understand ko ntol momo nte kunkelin na nyanta ka fenne ke gambe dingo moto keno la nye. All right? Because moboka ka refa moy. And when you die, nobody votes for you. So that's an individual responsibility. If you die, but if you decide to stop it today, somebody will step up and take it over because it's a collective responsibility. Somebody has to do it. Right? And then somebody will do it, but in beta keno. So somebody will do it on behalf of all of us. So ndol gambi not bela responsibility lemkaji ko. Arabo marola manso kuna come 2021. We teach him the same lesson that we taught Jammeh. And then once we do that, that country will change forever.
As a nation, draft all afar is a big loss to us. But we hope that Gambia will be writing 2021 UDP man secunda because right now made an affirmative action, a promise. Kafoni UDP man secunda sita new constitution on Bamurla and Kotenke. So that more Kodo Canada West. And not only that, Yade B, Niade Minister David Joy Yala, Adama Barrow Noma, because of the 1997 constitution.
Yeah.
Speaker, Niade Abe Barrow support come, Mojama Mandali Lolong. Ala brother, Barrow Yole appoint at the AU.
Yeah.
This is the point. Madam Gentina brother, Adama Barrow appointed at Palazzo de la AU. So, if I go after Barrow, I send Mbadi by no. You see, this is, you don't know because Mariam Jack Gentin Yalon, after lawyer Kumajeta case, Adama Tate Bondila no sign. Wotuma fana be silarine because Adefana mo independent and nominated candidate lo. But saying after lawyer Kumajete won that landmark case at the Supreme Court, so I found a position of security. But all that more than me understand because of ala broader afango Adam killing Adam Boro yole taya ke palasoto at the African Union, one of these international organizations anyway. So I appoint Adam Boro like it. So all along why she is blame putting this cat and mouse game, ping pong game with Gambians, I know is very hypocritical. She goes and tell people she's still a UDP. She's paying her membership dues. I can side talk so like, oh man, be like UDP la de face my contribution. Yalong Gambi, yalong nyanda kukli na bondi la kebanya. Gambian all day one dolby day, ikata sit on the fence. Ning kari ni Adama itani, ni Adama winter. Because right now more than project come. This race is a 2-horse race between UDP and Barrow. Saying Gambia more will conclude. Your Doi bundle out of the equation. GMC is out of the equation with no disrespect. All these parties are out of the equation. So Gambia got 2-horse race long. Either UDP will win or not. So model BJ, they want to please both camps. You know, Nafika one-on-one. Secretly, they will go and tell UDP surrogates, I'm still a UDP, and they pay their contributions. I'm not surprised that the C pays their contribution. But now at a public display, you want to please Barrow. Then you can come far. And near the performance GB at the National Assembly, she always leaning towards Barrow side. Even look at the State of the Union address. One of the MPs got Barrow Sunyanta face mask dunale. For Atelemanyano for Barrow. She didn't have it. To say that you are the Speaker of the House, could the rules on the state at the National Assembly is everybody should wear face mask. It doesn't matter you are president. But she didn't say it. She was scared. Munaka Gambia, look at people who call themselves lawyers, educated. You've been to university. Why they become dogos? Yalon this really you can't come for like keba.
No, me yalon to be educated and to be conscious for them.
Yeah.
Because National Assembly on there, I mean, which National Assembly in this world would you go there on the floor of the assembly, they're editing the minutes of the past meeting? I mean, like seriously, you go down there and then you say, oh, Almantito spell coup, like on the floor of the house. Those are not issues that you should be worried about. And anybody who wants to speak, you want to call standing order, you have to quote this section before you can talk. Seriously. Because we have to graduate from systems many along may understand. If you don't understand something, we cannot be bogged down with simple procedures here and there. They stifle conversations, they stifle discussions. But Gambia failure be. Gambia failure be Gambia karanal. Our parents, even with their limited education, are more passionate about development, are more conscious when it comes to Bangonyan Tamala Nyadile. They played a better politics in 1960s, 62, 58, and whatever it was. They played a better politics than the generation of Mialangon to Lekaranda. Because there are people in rural Gambia, Mialango, they'll tell him to his face, correct.
Exactly.
All right? The generation of people with their masters and PhD, when the president, like seriously, they cannot express their opinions. Or but it's among the politics that matter. That's our whole society. That is our whole society, because I don't want to fight with Seku. So Seku Nyala, I will say good things about Seku. Ni Seku Yakuri, I'll backstab him.
Exactly.
So what I will tell Seku and what I will tell people Ni Seku TJ are totally different. So na character. Funga will follow culture. We have to change that. We need a character reformation. Funga na jikol falling. Ninga na jikol falling na call the yes in Badia Keno outside of the work environment. But Nindo Kona Mialango is a national issue tax precedence. Nimbodawa environment that we can be pali. We can be friends, we can do anything. When it comes to national interest, let's focus on Minku Maya and Ngoge. But in Jama, can Harmadiya le Tambendi, Dina politic, Dina Bangola interest. I mean, Honey Molmini Alango de Mgavu Gal conscious. Why is it that, I mean, even the Molo, Doi, and my former people, Doi, and the other parties are not calling press conferences because Halifa fought for this to happen.
Good point. In your press conference,
fought for this constitution. There should be a press conference to tell Arama Baroko, you disappointed the Gambian people. This is what I told the Gambian people. But in Kakal confrontation, politics is about confrontation. Sometimes you have to hate each other. For politics, because it's life and death. People need to understand that politics is about life and death. Because police because there's no proper care, because somebody sat down there who doesn't care. The way they distribute those resources have serious implications. on the life and the life of the people, mini alonko will live on the ground. So you cannot just be nice to each other. In the UK and in the advanced world, people hate each other for real because of politics, because it's life and death.
Yeah.
Many a times is a life and death. Balwon in Sayal. I mean, if Nyominkas understood that before, they would have raised hell pretty was Hakalan Silo 60 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, not now. I mean, don't go to the Jaral, because Dola smart Talayano. So we make sure Dola Silo a long time ago. So Ndola Molia understand the politics. We're not going to sit down. They want to have a Jarango Kama Jarale, or there's too many Jarangos. Papa PK, Wandifa, you can count them there everywhere. Go to Jara and see. We have electricity. Bring 70s, right? Okay, we have third roads. Bring 19 miles. I mean, PWD.
No, you can do the nyaku. No, you can ni maralang koli ko to le nyaku nyomin kolo.
Yeah, but on a more serious note, I think in Dolbe we have a responsibility, and I think for me that's the most important thing. More me along go yela banko kanu. Yela banko interest should be your proud. It's very easy putting up a car is patriotic. Yeah, I'm coming problem in the circle. Let me put it this way: we are very good at talking the good talk.
Yeah.
Dia more idea, we can do that. Several idea, we can do that, but I feel I implement.
But it's very important. Hani Africa from Mankuto Jiba, Manke Gambiati. Look at African Union. What more it was organized in African Union. Go to ECOWAS. You see ECOWAS, Nita ECOWAS. I've been to the ECOWAS headquarters in Lagos. The official member. Volumes and volumes of ila treaties. You see, Bikabuko running the treaties and articles and everything. New da Maleka development go to Africa Bantatami Europe. Safero, just to buttress your point, Safero and Kumabafo. Moment no wala. Ka Safer Balke. But the implementation of Ajibe common currency. 5 African countries echo. Hanisa Makino. European Union, Euro, Biri Latakela Yakele. Single currency. The common customs union, monetary union, they want to do it. They did it in Europe.
Yeah.
Africa, honey sign, we cannot even do this transportation, air links, agreements, Gambia, Senegal, agreement on Muge implement. No, this is us. This is us. We are very good at writing fanciful things. But implementation
and saying the good things. I mean, one day, I mean, I hardly go there and start talking about Pan-Africanisms and blah, blah. If Gambia and Senegal, me and Angola are the closest you can see in Africa. No, you're talking to me about African unity. Are you serious?
No, it's not going to happen.
Serious. So even within the same countries. And then you're talking about African unity. Mate, come on. You got to be serious. European Union could not have happened. Angolan, Scottish, Wales, Irish, eye to eye.
Yeah.
Because you have to solve the internal problem first before you can deal with the external issues.
Exactly.
So, Nima internal problem was solved, no, you cannot solve the external issues. Gambia and Senegal be closely jamming, even within Gambia. Even you go to Nigeria, the north and the south. You're talking about African unity. Nigeria is thinking of Alinga separate. Okay, how is that going to come? So our people are very good at talking the talk to come up with ideas. Me and we cannot practicalize it because sometimes these things don't require too much writing. If you want to do it, you will do it. If you want to do it, you will do it because it just takes the political will for it to happen. But they will talk, they'll be nice to each other, they forget about it as if nothing happens. And it's the same thing in Gambia. Yeah. I mean, if Barrow can forget in 3 years, no, not in 3 years. I mean, he forgot within 2 years that I promised him in he's not even talking about that promise. But we still have people in that country who want us to believe Barrow is the best thing that ever happened to that country. How? How? When the simple basic principle, how can you trust that person? How? You cannot trust that person. But because it all like you said with the speaker, and it's not just the speaker. Maybe just take an example. If they put Keba's brother as minister, suddenly Keba starts, talking. Momo had nice the swift tone. And ask them what is happening.
Yeah.
Something is wrong somewhere. Because they don't just turn and just be muted. Jamme understood that. Well, and I mobile corra killing gonna appoint from the same community.
What do I rule? Inside the corra killing gonna I had to appoint. Yeah.
Nice safe up on this summer, another safe up on this summer couldn't. So summer they'll leave the other safe or they'll go to the other one. Because the mall that's the way they think. So while I'm more for Analia against go, these people are bad people, they don't like my brother, jealous tele. Because Tonga Barako mu Nimoy Palace Basuro. abe kubal kika. That is our understanding of it. So for me, and thing I'm telling mirror, and I argue people with people passionately.
Yeah.
The development has to be very basic.
Yeah.
All right, it economics like that.
Yeah.
The trickle down effect is not what we need in that country now because it doesn't happen. So you focus on GDP is growing. I mean, the growth rate that doesn't trickle down to the poor farmer in Sandu or in Woolley or in Jara. It doesn't. So you have to focus on doing the simple things for those people. Access to market, access to quality education.
Iko ngeri mind ko be dunga kan angale kan kono iko se hotel lang nyomi ngas cannot speak English. Fadawa be remind ka ako you are going in too much into English.
Yeah, so I'm coming for Yirwa, coming for Sekungoli Masakunda na fulo la maranya o Sekungoli wala karam. Itola kango coming for wala coming ning nasia santo aka jina dumale coming ning milibe santo wala na fulo so wala na fulo nyinka jina the trickle down effect. So ning growth nyinkeda and afaka jina yes maybe bankol mi yalan ko Yirwa ta be kelano water because to abudu mo wuli duranga lunkilo duranga Yirwa no. So ndol fonga start basically ndol la mi yalan ko loptanol tije la mi yalan ko hani jio fonga mi mu jiote man jiesudo ika vole ko ninga millionaire create wo millionaire ka ko do min sudo wolbe do ko min create la do ko fodel ma that person once ala fa jio la jio abe min na jomi no kolongo to sudo wala momin sudo kurango la mon kurango sudo kurango di wala follow so fonga basics like follow mi yalan ko the bare minimal nga commencer wala nga grow ibuka bungol lo no ya start ni rufo la iko ga jina dumal you can start doing all the foundational. So ndolman foundational so funga foundational follow landi and wo fondo manga wole be kala nsi mune keno pour na mol min yalon ko be santol to min kela nyantam bungol to min yalon ko jiolti la sare wol to min yalon ko kurango ina mo je nyala fang me mune keno la pour ko wala balu nyal ke yirwandi because do ko manke don pour trap ko ndin wala do ko nyini wole wala ne be ka joya because do ko be ka di to ko ndin wala min mata kram mo ko do ko suro so to ko ndingol don ka do ko so to le miro ka ke mindi comme be jump la ibuka jump no development you cannot jump you cannot so you have to go through the stages you have to so if ni lafta jump la ni make ko ni prakas re singol ka kati so wala nan ko tala ko ma ngamuru nyaaro ngata ko ma ngamuru ngata nyaaro ngamuru ko ma so mbuga progress make no so bari min kumaro don walam na mol min yalan ko ka palaso dira la daji ko yalon hani ala rasul de ko la religion use back when I'm talking about political issues. But just an example, Hani Rasul bring alaka tendo. I'm never because he daji go better. Right? So Nimmo daji, I'm a he didn't go to school. He's not educated. But he daji go better. Nimmo daji go better. He can do great things. Right? And the moment daji go better, umari tikala modi minka wuliaf, minka molla promisal fail. Mi alonga man kea molla, mi alonga kela la bunko na isino ay kirinti fo. I suba kanya mama ne ala banko dingol konko bela o mage masakendoti fonga more to the million ko ni sira je it is sino no because they worry about Obama be like the president when the 8 years but just 8 years if on kan ko age during that 8-year period because you keep on constantly thinking you are confronted with issues so people like Borongol Kowal Suraje among care about whenever Tamakan Jara or whenever Tamakan Sata although he doesn't care atela miro mo minto don wala ndebe continue la mbessa bad no la jada ande mini fanan katare balaje na momol fanan miro nyanda kala wala ite be fefen ke kan anyanta kala for the greater good of the people let
abarga bake keba lang fofona ela diamo sahata bake mo dolbe on the line mbatu yeah dolbe call ambe Finland
Sheikh Sedi lin telem fat sen sabal
ya fatsa nene barab e banyadi
mbi jankor tanata allaji
alhamdulillah be life le bantaba
okay ay be ñomin kol to ñela doro mbiral si daje
koni ay mu ñomin ko koni manna you imanna jam pour ka ñomin ko le fasa ko oto
handi ko fanan natala ka ñomin ko le fasa yalo jamburun ka yawo si yelen si woto bar ñomin ko le munti
bar yala ñomin ko la ko siate maje ma ñamen ke adam baro tata jebe ibe alquran karon ke la feriyo kono alla ko dal fatu dal ka warole
bar se ko sedi kana je o momin beje o dula to be man ke ñomin ko ti kombo fanan taytanan adam baro la support be duniya karo be min be lay be
bar jarangati jede
ibele ma be tajen ko kabirin kunun ko doli tayta kataje birin kunun doli yela ha bin kunu dol yela jele obe manke nyomin kolti de nyomin kol wol ka kule mira minnis
bare fatu ite nyomi defend la no jam because last week video funtitale birin dahaba tata nyomi akabe turale sanna rek nyomin ka musol be jomte be dongole be content rek fo mo video fanan
bo jama fanan bi je wol fanan nata jele wol fanan manke nyomin kat
bari yo kay bi adama baro tata jarale ndolma danku
andi kana je nyomi fanan ma danku de o momin beje o dulato ko e kala supportal dolu taytale kabiri safoko luwa fango mansi itata batuje dol fanan motana dula dol to nata nanje so ni yaje samira fa nyomi bele fintra nyomi woli ma kala mota
e ma kala de
woli meta silanta ya kono andu adam woli nyil lonna ko adam baroy o silo do ko ma do ko silo be do kulal andu hatta tara adam barole o silo do ko FPP ma do ko kanto FPP pati o ma
tonya anke NPP
ata nyawanya moli sonte man son kwale sonole be keri UDP silo min kata do kute UDP da bigele kana keta kanto berelani sila do ku manjile
tonya wolon
bayri ti politics lonne nin wato binasila ikakuja malle ka ya jamela silo adam baroka tamani wobulu kini ngole
tonya
nin ka penyo binasile ka kuja malle ke yeta poli koto lojana ibe berol lale ibe silo lale be du foundation wala kala dulabe ta sakare be carte nyino la sila ngambiyan koldu ngamire nyanta kunina wala la sila
tonya
la adam barola nyimbere la woni sila do ku mankiliya
bari fatu hanata silo do ku na kodolom mo be nyanta content la wala le mo ma nyanta kam fa la wala
ni ajibe hadi mo fawta kam fa ni ajibe fango gambia fango gambia mu nyomi bata kunjulole nyomi gambia nyomi bata gambia fango be bata kunjulo mu nyomi lati ni ajibe tundo mi ya gambia soto ko nyomi amansia hadi banjunu be nyomi la kono
bari ni da d'accord la woto de so fono bari ni da d'accord la woto de
hani banjunu fango be nyomi la kono na momin ka bo nyomi kono wallahi seku sedili nyomi man nyanna fola senna gambia kono bini ko sanji tal lulu nim fen kurango nene man futa nyomi sila kando nene man futa nyomi hadi jiyo mili fango yeje nyomi pompol mili bije arabo la sadale arabol ka sadali mili sambaran ka boholol simoliye wolle be nyomi kono barman sakundala fe man futaje andu bini adam baro e kukeje adam baro kana siso wulindala adam baro la nyin jamano kono fe ofendo kuta UDP dabi gele ARP dabi gele mai fati dabi gele patel bele dabi adam baro ma fal son pati lo kolon adam baro la nyin maralo kono han kabbiya be kuwa kale sonole maralo
tonya
andu nadiyata Allah taala man soy adam baro ta fan sum maralo ke la gambia ko ale sono da malsa adam baro sindino ko ale sono du sila o janjantale sila andu seku sediri ku cliente niyo ku ya seku sediri gambia keli mambambari do yata ntanga mira gambia keli bebe wulale sila ni wula dungo keli bebe wulale kantu mi e mira solo sandem fintata tumomi na wato min na mo faman sabe baluri
wallahi
wato min na mo fa kanti aja me biya fatala frele be amman bade bara fatale batu momin na mo faman sabani yala mo sene man sabani yala mo soro man sabani yala wato minna solo sandem fintata nyela ko moli alnga fintinga reform nyininka na banko katanya minna luwabu ko min ben na banko ta manke gambia di ngol kairoti solo sandem fani yo tutaje molu lipata kono moli fata kono moli seneta kono ani bi do be jaralo lela dimbali yemane wali yo miro so tadamin to bibi lala kelam fangol la dipiteli miliyalon koy be fangol sawo andu molle sindi wodula to li parte keri mo fata keri senete keri wodi fiteli ya nyimbala firi miliye bala firi o ka kanti benten wali ya nyimbala firi manya ke ko nka molle kam fandi kanti e mbayila patiyele to woto alim be nga de ngaku fa samiya non ko hanna taran bela soma torole bi je gambia di mo bebe sirin texte ko sedili abe mu dia kuleti ite ya mira binin kelbe gambia kono nyillo ko be nyanta kala protest le
tonya
nyillo ko be nyanta kala fintolti gambia dadi ko ya mole buyale finti yela ni ku ya itandi ita karrano ila kuma ko ne ko kela ni ku ya itandi musoli finti talela ni ku ya mi yandi fami kake musolla karola muna tinna ninna dipite bungo to nyi nyom ma nyaake taje muna na gambia musol ni keli bete fintila ati tili sabatili nana jarte etne ya naki nyobale lo silo kanko na dipite la ali ko minke al mantara gambia yeji al mantol karantol yeji bi adam baro man nyanna nyin abe nyimmin na man nyanna min to mi ngabala ten wallahi nin gambia di wolu nin keli mam kal gambia nu adam baro te nyin nyaso to la
tonya you are right
tumominna dipite bungo wulita e nyimma nya sifa ke gambia kono molu ni yobota ko minna pour nyin kamma luwa kendo lo ko la molla na fulo min be kasarata nyindulato na fulo mi yalon ko l'hôpital se do ku kara bugol ye do ku ko tangol ye keje abeta ta zero gambia dingol koy kana si koy kamune sonka to mole be bola maneba min bina kalon to liye bedol kono kay tande adam barola ko nyimmin be ker nga manyan na kela mote bola mane kana o ken gambia dingol fangole be o nyanta o kela muna na gambia dingol ta fintila yela ni ku yayi tande
tonya
bi nabe kere no nimban ko do wal museku sedili ni loi sifa pasita na député bungoto nyin kuruya ni nyi hasidiya ni nyi nyo hadanyo pasita na député bungoto billahi man sate mira la kate be tolla kate kata bere lan kan to ba tarala silo karo bebe mutarin gambia dingol la paitan dila ko aliya nyi loi min pasi man songala bi man songala soma anin tolla nyanto manta mana na gambia dingol bukela nyanto kele
a jahalo wartalde
to sai nga kamun tanto beta rabbantale nga taranna kodoli bondila pour gambia eta nga taradi amola pour
wala nga ma mela ko ngala nyomin ka dole je me america ban juuf yalla nyomin ko bulo jatala ko ako saate ate batata jing go fon mi donation la ko ni mo moy problem c'est da man sekunda yela l'hôpital no jo ako diaspora batata go fon mi la
ay to nyaale fo na ni momo koy batata fanay bolole
tonya
kantu tonya be daminto do kula inim barata tinna taro e jabara ka kontaninde la sawarindi tonya mil be diaspora hanna dan tanyinda ko la madiyamo da malla barnin tor fanan ka jen ka diyamun na banko min na pola pro banko e tanyato moli mil be je ninke jama nyaata
yala ite be nyim foka
adem fanan sawarindi la
faatu be nyim foka ba fola manane ite man dum pleno la eta protest organize kiambe ko wala
dum pleno la pour kata protest je bari nta kanam den na do ko la
ay mo memna itol ko wole fo jaba ba ko wole
itol be ko ikati je la fango ka foko ibe sirin tubabu du ko ben tol nyor la fitino kono ja andun diaspora le ketol bon di fitino kono seku sedi ligi adam barola sioni bitema diaspora di wole ni ngam bulo mo ta hanim badi wol min kema ko mbuke ma ko den ni be sile do
denu gambia be dun ta nyokono
denu gambia be dun ta nyoto o ta tenkumbe gambia kono diaspora bulo ba tenkumo kono le bar silang ko gambia no la fita munela comme santoli be daminto ntoli kai tandila ko muna nka nyimin kina ngatoli yambali nganya ndilala
bari fatu melo ko makundo ngamoy ko ngunu moyle ko ni ni electoral reform o kan yo pass pour ka ni sport counting bondi iko gambianol ko be funtilale ibe boka ibe balamba ya kelale ite sonna wala so wo kibaro fo ba kelale bang fo ta kela butum mawlo bari ngo kibaro so
iko purni munke pour kanyim sport counting bondi
pour ka sport counting bondi iko ni o kedare ko be jahaselale
seko sedi ni hani sport counting bondi tol min be jantolle be wurla ngabata gambia mo man tala fintila ibe o fana me kuru kara e bang tafaste kelaje mun be kelaje fo finti ko nyim ko min be keri kule be keri min tambita nyinti ba kantu to momin na dipiteli e nyimma nyaake man na dipiteli be fode
ni Senegal lo wara banko do den mo banta protest organize
den mo banta protest bi dipiteli e nyimma nyaaka so mo muna na gambia di wol man finti yaay tan dipitel la kon tolle yaali keje baral ye nyimminke adi silo manta mol fata janna adam baro na minan sila yaya jamme ala wulindi folo nyimban ko ka dalili folo mu nyinet
tonya
mol la fa ka fa yaya jammala ka jutu yaya jammela nyim reform lemde adalili folo ala nyinwa furi ngolu wala yatina mol fata ala nin kon nante ala ta yaya jamme kam nyina ma dalili folo to mol wulita ya kele foy niyelu taje ko wala ketaje adam baro sita o dalili wala kam ko nata be wala kala je kodo e na dundi wo kunto mi yalon ko bintol Gambia dulabe le be tiñari ko ya mira bi nin ko do hanna tar Gambia birin ton kon fo ton kon ya dundi Marcel da male to musuju male be sila jiyo kono kotenke
tonya
musuta sila jiyo kono motela chalo samla jiyo kono koteke musobe be tarle fansung rumo le mobe abe kelal ko hotelo musobe be tarle fansung dulale to ila kula bali be lori na efriti mbije ni momin nata ko jambiti ko kono nin tata nka tenkol pusi nyami nan ka fengol tombo den nun Gambia Marcel be kala wala nyam barbi hani bi musolbe sirin jiyo le kon na karambugol te malano na fente malano biri ñu COVID-19 sita karambugol be sorondi hani bi karambugol be sorondi
tonya
hani bi karambugol be sorondi ye sai mune kudimi tamin tambita nyinti Gambia di wol man finti nyin na kela ni ku yayi tandi mune bina ko take be finti la minna nkana o mira ko hanna tare ko sport camp tinne bota tolle be wurla banta fonga bata bari to be tarra sirine tek be tarra sirine ta mo jela min sa finti akola be tarra sirine ko nyil ka fo Adam Baro en be min kela ke Gambia di wolle ka diamu le ni batata diamu le be deylal andu wallahi seku sedli mota bola nam maneni bina Gambia do kula muna ngal be wuro min na bantala banko ko tan ne dingo ka wuri Gambia ba ngamiran tol Gambia di wolle ka wuri Gambia
wallahi
ngal Gambia di wolle ka wuri ga nene maje Sénégalais ala téléphone ota waranta luwolu Sénégalais
yalo Sénégal wala ka fo le fana so yana mar wala ke la right fight yeah wala ke la right fight abaraka bake fatu ila diabo bedara bake thank you so much, very good contribution, thank you mbadi ngolo wala ke da fatu seni stability ke basa be lo muso ala diamo seniata I même fo ja wolon tonya ne di ngolo fo jamba tentulo bake wala na allow for the conversation to go on and nka mola reaction o mo jamal agrita ke ban sebla saying I meant to react to what she said, and also yes Sarodi abaraka bake thank you to coming to Bantala akamta nyimu problem olti Gambia on na diamole ka siya but nana action ola we are just laid back, everybody just more back at
I think I have summarized the simple the attitude better than another will just talk and the Male will suit and yola code and mapula or like diamole share and then we move on quickly. Just come in from common to Komodo Mbuka Hani confrontational. Yalong and then Bukala Franka difficult conversational Kachal mi yalong ko Kunyala or Diala or Kolaya Puko Kachal Kifan Buka Pareola. And so I mean for it's true. Nimpanko don't people will be in the streets demonstrating because Nyemuki election promised it. And sometimes when you become more vulnerable because the way the media carry nyami. Well, problem because you get a UK anywhere, the media will go after the government straight away. But in they'll play it nice.
Sometimes Gambia man media so the killing all like killing people like Pamudu Boja and others. Well, like these others are just more care journalists already. Just I don't take this Gambia media seriously. 70% of Gambia media, no, they're not serious. I don't even take them,
And Ibajalo contributes because Yalon Jang Ning Opro Waketa Juman Leka Kare is the media. Because Jamfara Ning Cook a crawl in the Gawlin cook a crawly because the media will let Kare like Yawarandi. So Gambia Nakeda the platform of the Mola imagine a platform of the Lamilla.
Well, exactly. It's very annoying, and this is what I don't get.
And they don't ask the right questions. I mean, the good background is in development. Coming for problem never analyze what is the root cause. Because never problem or root cause long. What I'm coming along, what if a problem on in Sabo, what a cola coin from Sabo, it are Jara Nola. Problem so you cannot go down to a media conference and then you ask in Usenu, but you play Barodi Mola. Like seriously, I mean,
very foolish question.
How is that relevant now? Or you go to my father and tell my Ranga boss or my you campaign for Baro. Like seriously, Ntambita was stage level. Mimbe care in sign Wolem, Ndolanga Karte 5 Baro le na agreement all again. Dolman Karte 5 Baro price silo da. Mankarte 5 Baro price Bunjango law or school law. That's not our covenant with him. Institutional reforms, reform the laws, constitution and so forth and so on, security sector reforms, that's the covenant. Work on honey fenti I mean kije. But if you present Baron in Kawala, but they will ask people many alanko will not responsible. So when we let the blame at the feet of the wrong person, ninga blame mo sambangadi mo la mi alanko woman blame mo manina tala we atitano. I mean, how many times the member about UDP no costly? Yep, I mean, I had my problems with UDP on those issues, but the woman issue designed Barole Gambia failed, and Nimbanko Dolmo people will be in the streets demonstrating because this new serious failure, and then most people are angry. But then Musindonga nyemi for ayabande. All right, give it 3 months, give it 2 months, we forget. In fact, people have already moved on. I mean, I have income with Dantana more. I mean, I have Osai Munebekela, Munanyandakela, Zimunekeno. I mean, what the government is not serious about it because now they are serious below some National Assembly. You have a plan B. What about Ninyim below failed and Munekela? But Nimas upon that left the poor below near fail, they'll go there, pride fail. And I mean, for Kodomin spend a day. And more time and energy and hopes. Forget about the money from Billah in aspiration on the Jigomin Laning and Neo quantify your value in the money, almost billions of dollars. It kill people. I more spirit belefa. The things that you want to see in that constitution. So the lost time, because we could have started that now. I mean, the next government comes in. I mean, all the beautiful things we in that constitution. And sometimes the lawmaker say, code will be argue, does it make sense? In America, they have presidential term limit, but there's no term limit for Congress or the Senate. So Luabuka Keno uniform for everybody. You cannot say presidential term limit them. So Nikata Congress for maybe 8 years like or Nikata Senate for no, it doesn't happen that way. It doesn't. We have people in the UK Parliament here, they've been there for 30 odd years, 40 years. But nobody ever has become prime minister of this country for more than 15 years or 16 years or 20 years. It doesn't happen. Right?
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
sometimes you can call misplaced. Or president time would save for time limited. Like seriously, why would you need to vote for several every 6 months or every 8 months or every why? People vote for him. These are traditional institutions. It has no bearing on their life, on policy decisions. They don't make policies for anybody. You're talking about the executive. Me yalanko bankola sembo ya basically ya di walla. It all tunola mobile for foul. It all tunola mobile for more than 10 years. Nya ke wrong problem killing odro nekana. Gambia la kola cool or dunia Africa la problem obe. Nkanyaron kol mintanke tombong ye overstay. Nidara Cameroon, Obije from a Fakam Fang Banco at that. I mean, he doesn't even care because the guy is too old. You go to Uganda, the same thing. So Namolu sometimes you can cool analyze Nyaming, and I agree with Mol Communianco. Adiamo be tata nata, Barola ko wole atina, they're against the consent. Anything coming for we don't like this, that's not a reason. But because you have to come up for any Commodore Fanayana, you will use your small screen to like or use it as a sugar coated. Then in a bank, we cannot apply the law retrospectively. That's embarrassing. That's a disgrace. For someone me uncle is supposed to have only 3 years. They got 10 years to approve Omari. I mean, what about Omari and told fail me? Na farm until right bush in the bam because to right the deal me uncle do bush in already. And then based on a promise. Now that I couldn't by force. I'll stand for another election. We may not even have voted for him. We may not even have selected him at convention. So he lied to us. So you cannot defend that person. But Musindonga and one uncle goes na mol mini alango defe. I don't know how, all right, but she's very intelligent. She's very articulate. And then I point to mini highlight wolem called the mini alango more mini alango conscious is what we're gonna talk about. And I mean for Gambia no buka, we just wanna move on things quickly. Easy. Oh yeah, fend them. And then Samasin they suffer for it. Billahi, handing Adam Barrow winter in 2021. The people who supported him now will be his first victims. You mark my word, they'll be his victims. They'll be the ones to suffer under Adam Barrow. But I mean, we cannot allow that to happen. And then what we need to do, Gambia dingo ninyin kuyata momwe, you have to take a position. You cannot be sitting on the fence. Because fence you cannot be neutral. And then to join a political party is not just to say party regardless support. And now I'm appealing to Seku, everybody Mialong UDP, which I am a member of now. We have to extend this conversation to the next level. I joined UDP, bought my membership card. That's what made me a member.
Yeah.
Not just by saying car support. So we start with our household.
Within 2 days, like a membership card.
Yes. So let's start no swallow to say, speak to your wife. I speak to my brother. Na brother diamala musoe. Na brother diamala friend. Na diamala cousin. And say, "Unko, register it." let's UK, don't remember UK here. Let's say, okay, we want to have 3,000 UDP members. And then we want to make sure we have 10,000, a database, 10,000 registered UDP members, 3,000 UDP members come in the next 6 months. And then why? Because how much income is that bring party? Politics is expensive. No will pay 30,000, no will pay 30 pounds.
You need money to sponsor.
Okay,
Keba,
and they
Keba,
pay the monthly dues for the year.
sorry,
18,000 pounds. So these are things me Alanko we need to advocate for. These are things me Alanko. Everybody in every party you take it seriously. It's not just being there and get support. No, you have to be actively involved. Can make sure they have their membership card. Can make sure you usual Joe to that party, but to also make sure you participate in that party a policy making processes. Let them have a voice. And then we talk about Karandal here. We cannot outsource that to only Mini Karanda. We have to go to the villages. We have to speak to our rural people, because the policies affect those people. So whatever we do, on the ground world, they need to be informed. Particular economic policy, they can have a say in that. Because Nakaranal are very good in sitting in their bedrooms and then writing fancy stuff. And then all you can make based away is what they study in university, on economic policies. It has nothing to do with the economic reality. And I hope UDP is going to be a party. Mialango, when we come to office in 2021, it's going to start hit the ground running straight away. And then we hope Gambian will move away from the pettiness of some of the things or that is not the issue. When you engage people on policy, they'll talk to you about policy. When you insult people, they will insult you. So we need to graduate from that kind of politics. Focus welcome.
Just sorry, but before you Tarek, Sisla is on the call. Sisla Jadama has been on the call for about 3 or 4 minutes. Sisla, welcome to Bantaba.
Sorry, ngal ni malay no yele bal ko fanga call correct na ko to welcome ke wala no.
Yeah, ke wala ila molom, ila koto malam.
Yeah, sadly kewa mo kendo, kewa namang
okay, I got Sisla. I don't know why. Ila volume is. I can't wait sign, but Sisla, go ahead. Okay, Nama dropped. I think problem about and I dropped a connection of doctor. Go ahead.
Yeah. UDP is a good thing sort of on board because Kiba mo kendo I'm through one of my brother last
yeah. Sisla, before it, I just want the audience to confirm that the platform is still not breaking. Because Keba dropped it, so but I haven't seen anybody saying the platform broke. So Keba is coming back again, but I think I'm right. Keba, you got Sisla Moileba. Sisla, go ahead.
Okay, Sisla.
Yeah, come on, sir.
Sisla, thank you.
Yeah, welcome to UDP, I welcome. I'm very happy to join the UDP,
Thank you very much.
Hold on. Somebody just said that. Hold on, Sisla. Somebody just commented that we are breaking. Let me just reconnect. Just hold on, because Keba dropped us, so I'll just reconnect back.
I'll look it up.
Okay, we are back on now. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to file Keba is a good thing UDP are sort of on board, because Keba, to be honest to you, Keba alamuso be UDP. Then the last when I saw Benwala to work on, when I saw spend in Birmingham, so Nepon Kotoke Dole na when you can start with Birmingham jail, so like Nangal, Batringal, Amiche Kotola. I'm pretty honest with but Keba always sympathize UDP, So, and to be honest, I follow us also to Nalongo is good for UDP to have people like him. So, after I'm very happy.
Iko ala musole ya sama. Iba tonye kande. Ikala musole ya.
Ala wife em promise la konya binala.
Well, good job. Me madam Tentula for doing a good job. Yeah.
COVID mandala kiri no biraba bijula ba mina ka inshallah na bandara celebration of so I'm very happy that I'm on board, Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sisla. Thank you, Sisla. Yeah.
Alama UDP fan. Thank you very much. Sorry, they want line.
Okay, no, that's fine. Thank you, Abaraka Sisla. Okay,
Thank you.
Right, you wrap up, right, and give Isarodi. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll give a call kick, and I haven't opened the lines now, so I'll imbala. Okay, but Sarodi then.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Maybe for wrong. I mean, I can come down all direct to be proud of this family.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Minkeda in the last 2 days. I mean, because me and Long personally, they know I'm a very private person.
Yeah.
And then, but UDP don't do things in small measure. And welcomes and people calling me and stuff like that. Why don't go UDP is like a family, and I think I once commented about that long time ago. UDP ka ñomuta la kuitul mu bakilim fakilim wati and dunia dawda nalbe kafo kono nali ñomuta ko bakilim fakilim wati ko kafo kata ñatula.
Yeah.
So for me, and I said this to you guys, is Ntela is for me Ntela Fenkoro is gonna add value to Ntela life, not necessarily the other way around.
Yeah.
Because UDP is molle bi jemini alanko wala karantante de sinya wuli kling molle bi jemini alanko wala mollonte de sinya wuli kling. The opportunity I mean in Telerong to have a voice, but then also to learn from those people, interact with those people. But it's so far and I think it's for everybody. If you want to know what is inside, go in there.
Yeah.
Because then you begin to know how accommodating UDP is and how
definitely.
democratic
The welcome was
yeah. So I'm overwhelmed, and I hope I can live up to the expectation. I hope that I'll be able to contribute in my own small ways.
Inshallah.
And bedwala fanang for patio ngaminata wake and Wonato is not just about to replace Adam Barrow.
Yeah.
That's my point. It's about Yiriwa Samanang Gambia. Mi yalonko 100 million yalonko ben santo sade holdo na villages itol baby mona fonso la wodo so ila lamar la alba fulay ko ya baraka I mean ya omandia as keno ngakumodo for somebody disagrees with it I mean nyimu kachale trek so ning blada momo hakida ni as long as imange nyomi ngoro ni mangi nyimu nyomi ngoro ya don't worry but yeah
don't trigger Fatu Sini Sabali to call again. So then you call Sabali call.
So thank you very much for you for I mean
thank you, Keva. You've been excellent tonight. Thank you. And I want to give this open invitation to you. You are part of UDP, UDP platform. I always tell this to people, don't wait to be invited. Whenever you have Ilaftanala Janka Katashoto, just reach out to me and come here and have a conversation. Because this platform is for every UDP member, Gambian, you want to just reach out to me privately because you want to have a conversation. And sometimes MD Krubali will do that, Pata PG and all these people do that. They say, we want to discuss this on the platform, So Saibu UDP, and we are really happy that you have joined the winning camp. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Regards to the family. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, mbali wala pake wala kata na brother Kendo team kata Keba Lang Sanity UDP la Keba Lang Sane right now. I'll be like a UDP online bantabala. I just want to be sure that the platform is okay. I haven't opened the lines. I see a lot of people calling in. Please wait until I open the lines. I am not taking calls right now. Please, I'm not taking calls right now. I will take the calls maybe in 10-15 minutes. Please just bear with me. Do not call the lines right now. Alcana line will call. Please, I know a lot of people want to contribute, but I just want to confirm that the platform is okay. For people to come in to see that the platform is okay. I can check it myself. There's somebody constantly calling me. Please, I'm not taking calls right now. The caller from the panel who is constantly calling, please, I am not taking calls. Oh my God, the person is keep calling. I don't know nothing. I don't know what. I said I wasn't taking calls. Assalamu alaikum. But you are live on Bantaba. Something right now. Okay, thank you. After the call. I'm privately, but you see, this is the thing. I'm live on Bantaba, so maybe I can look at Bantaba right now. So maybe okay, I don't know how authentic the news is. Breaking. It can be break on it. So let me. Okay, I think we should be fine now. We're good to go. Mbela seriously. Modole safaro kenunja earlier when Ninkeba Bediamola, Alaji Fati reportedly ako kumole Adama Borona la mol by in Kerewan. How authentic is that? I don't know. Alaji Fati le safaro kedan ekoko kumolu bees. Iwole Adama Borona la mol chase out of Badibu Kerewan. So mole was safaro kedan manofo tonya lombang. Wala nanko reportedly, because we haven't seen any video or anything confirming authenticity of that news. European line band 8 minutes to 9 p.m. in the UK, 8 minutes to 8 in the Gambia right now, and it should be 8 minutes to 10 o'clock in Berlin, Germany right now. Saying the remaining part of the analysis, and then the lines on Aliamoile Kebai Menfo, Aliamele Fatu Seni Sabaliam Nefo, Kebai Kumakelinfo, Ning Niatara. The Justice Minister Dawda Jallo and designation of public on the table right now. This is a massive bill. So Simon Diamla Wolom international ramification to account of Wolom Nimbe Mune cost like Gambia new draft constitution. Tonya Fatiseni Sabale Ben for Wolom Kume Warata ko draft constitution of Gambian or million protest Nyantakela Gambia. Just like Musol Funtita Nyami. Protest keda. So Gambia la taxpayers money man sekunda wala aya dundi in the trust can aya dundi binoto aya fay aya nyomo Gambia no shita tenkundi bari ni ko e funti mafo e tinyaro ke bari nyanta peaceful protest kala balamba ya nyanta kala Gambia manke nyen seke no Gambia da malum labe be tenkundi but ni diamde ikato tuwabu dum ko munala non dum pleno la lena right ikan jabi wala so a life is going on as normal hanata adaba baro 300 million de ka Gambia ayata 50 million Jane Commission wofana nafatala. So Adama Barrow ko ke andi kanyine for State House. Ko Gambia fat sen sabale ben volom ila diamola siata tafaste bolaji. Hanata Adama Barrow Gambia la 500 million ata ajibe coronavirus billionol yata ya bedulo molbe tenkundi. Gambia when Malianol funtitale mafo moye tinyare ke Gambia riots unacceptable. Momanya na vandalism kala momanya na mansakunda la public property mi mansakunda la bungo tinya ye fangole tinya momanya na private property tinya la bari ka peaceful protest ke comme musoli ye benke comme na sister member America mbalin chan ana dimma you protest o men that sent a message you could apply a permit and go and protest at the National Assembly muna na nyimanki 116 million Gambia kodo wale tinyata and life is going on as normal. Mo bebita mo de munu la. Falindiro be kala no nyaari. Wuli million keme manke kolindenti. Sekuba Maron. Ni député fori wol men kam ta ko Sekuba Maron. Ate hanala million kilo ngata fayla. Bari bankola million afela ya fay. Ni député fori wol député mo ni sabol. Itol kilo ngok hanila 1000 ita sikala ya fay. Bari ko taxpayers money lom ifela ya fay. Député Fouringol, député wol melialo ke man Gambia je ila poso yole je wala na UDP ko cipiti alfunti and we want to thank the UDP leadership kanyi mo seol ke by United Democratic Party so ni atandi ko UDP decision amenta was the right decision ñunu man Gambia je Sekou Maron na bonyol ñunu man Gambia je ñunu la pansula abe député bu to tiñaro doron nga fo jande na last program people like Sekou Maron and what is the name of that NCP guy, the independent candidate? You know that all. Menka Wuri. Nyunu, enyanta nyunu ban lale from holding public office for life. And no, nyunu be menke kan. I dingol be wulu lale. Ibe legacy ko ifama lole Gambia la 116 million because of Adama Barola retroactive clause. Same on this MPs. But the good thing is we have a list of their names. Tilikili mbukatu. Meli tinyaro ke Yaya Jammeh la mansakuna bi idingol mammalubam. Today, Yaya Jammeh dimma a dingol. Ini malole be dunia kono. Jumale wo malola kan ifama. Bi Yaya Jammeh dingolu ifunde dawde baf alfama even though the kids are innocent. Ba fe fama le mol fajam. Afele Zainab ya fanam ban. And Zainab was not taking decisions, but because an Yaya Jammeh be futu kan sa ya fanam ban kata America. So ñun député mo woni sabolu ye in the future generations yo lembalundi Gambia ma jago Samusa Billy Tunkara ani ñomi lawo député wol ñun député sewol because APRC député wol mol yo tal understand APRC la député wol ka Jammeh la legacy amul ñaasi na boñolu kadi Camara wol ka Yaya Jammeh la legacy le protect barite solo sandeng inabe party killing solo sandeng futita for this 97 anu yala walatina ndeysan bindi modolo be diam kan Gambia nka abe Ibrahima Silla la ko mo folanye akonye se Ibrahima Silla la ko inte malule akonye se Ibrahima Silla be mengo men kele ka Yaya Jammeh la palaso is about position ni Yaya palaso dia la num fam maybe ate participate la struggle ko akonye fo Ibrahima Silla nyanta la government me alonko the government through this constitution me alonko ye president la sembo tala female representation ko musolu nyanta ka sembo soto na National Assembly ka musol empower ka tam limit okay ngamera nganyine kele bari ñin député fouri ngolu député wol mali alonko e man Gambia je e they are sell out plus the attorney general Dawda Jallow me alonko amang gomsa ne avec la attorney general de bira graduate from University of Gambia atata ba ni mo kay ko you will become Gambia's attorney general so ni palaso di menna comme ke balla ya fo ñamen e a conditiono police be salute le e bita ba fale ko honorable minister ñi ne ka mul faratindi wo banko kan bari Gambian o bebe searing mo bebe dairing life is going on fadu seni sabale men fo naba nyama fo bi adam baro nyanta nyaso to fan ka cross kata hakalan silo foundation so hakalan kulo won nyinya tale bara nyante miral kudol la nyinte kala Senegal Macky Sall te Senegal taxpayers money tala aya jani ila dipidol ya bay life goes on protest be kala Dakar le yana mbar be protest organize la mo be funti la bari Gambia life is going on as normal Gambia nga si ngam fongol tenteng ngam jo diaspora jambel kanyi masakunda support but Ali Mari yala ngamen koros Ali Mari la track record jibe Ali Karim fongol koros self accountability ke balam sana ya fo jande ako collective accountability comme as citizens nga ñu account but individual accountability fa ñane momo be wurla diaspora jam Ali man ko to jibe ando même media mala le demande nga media mala nga ya do ka foko Papa Touré ka foko dole comment ke jako let's take it easy on the media because the UDP man sekunda nata ni media ko be hard la ngo hani UDP man sekunda la sita media nyanta la do ko kala lawyer daba ya fo ala diamo kono ko UDP nyanta sonna le pro media can criticize ye media ge is the fourth estate bari Gambia ma media sobol soto killing wala bi demel ka ngaja do ba foko King FM yes King FM bakata kanne membe keri bakata kanne bari ñin tomal be mu yufuni ya fale let's be honest most of them ite molbe draft constitution kara ikate ka mol empower ngo let me tell you one thing modo lu bije wol man ñana ka interview platform olto nga ñene fo jam ko Sidi Njie man ñana interview la platform olto nga ñi ko wosi jani Sidi Njie bi ngo condemn la sayne ya stop ka Sidi Njie interview but wotumo every time Sidi Njie is given airtime Gambia muno na problem oti molbe diaspora janne nit ñi ko de molbe yan ko ka molla leadership neng ika Facebook live ke ka molla leadership neng the platforms are giving them airtime Gambia al nga serious why but in telephone we have to look at ourselves in telephone nindengo mo sifal je platform I don't watch it I just go out any platform for that matter platform ila nyanto lebe me o me invite but inte fanana nyanto mo jibe bari Gambia no in telephone we are our own enemies mol meli alon ko ka mol la leadership neng Facebook live wala platform wala airtime dealer we go and listen to those people Gambia al nga serious man there are certain people in the UK the media will never give them airtime because he can categorize the ko ite mo categorize mo do li they should not be given airtime but in the media ye ko ndolo gibe lalu alingam fangol bunya but sometimes you know what people are just bored. They want to watch every program. Gambia no alinga kunken fangola. Ntolu la problem ol siyata ali fatu seni sabal la diamo jam mobe bafal. Yes abe tonya le foka because tonya niya forek mobe kalonde koy tonya le. Gambia alinga serious. Jumale nyanta Sidi Njie la moyla. Sidi Njie of all people. But otumo media bring us start criticism ke say ya stop. When was the last time you Sidi Njie interview? Certain people should not be interviewed. It's an insult to us. Media manana ka sembo dila. But we have some media outlets on Melialonko, they are just after advertisements, they just want to go away with the flow. And you know what? Gambia al koroshiroke, alay 5 common senses di hadamadingola. Koroshiroke, alinga koroshiroke. Alinga koroshiroke. Mafoko, ni political party ye airtime sang. Why is a different matter? Why is a different matter? Because if you buy airtime advert the slot, why is within the limit? What's NPP sitting there someone on platform of the pride diam on their behalf? What is outside the remit of the platform of the media? Because your airtime lesson, me airtime was on this, that's different. But on a serious national discourse, somebody like Sirinjari should not be reached out. Cause someone and call a reaction GB. Aling serious as people. Dolla Banco, we have a lot of problems. Gambia fankun la, and we know what nim problem is not peculiar to the ministers. Minister sol taleka funti bari nyin daji ko siatan tolu Gambia nol kono bakele. Gambia la problème mum fangol daji ko leti nga programme dati ni munela bi Adama Barrow yi kuma soto bolo le fo Gambia noli. Bari bi mo la state ka wuri ka support. They don't care Adama eko mol yeko ntelo la 2021 what it doesn't mean to them. Senegal apply wad wax tale ayani kul woni horomo samba wo nyaaw nya Senegalais ko no. They voted him out ya Macky Sall samana. Wala na Senegal bitaka nyaato. Senegal ol mun na nawleleti. Bo mun na Senegal ben dankan because then am faida. Bari ntolu fankun nale siata alinga tonya fo. Fankun nale siata kono. Melbe Adama Barrow no mateng, Siaka Jata and all these people. Ila interest bolo no makan. They want to bring Barrow dynasty in Gambia. Just like Yaya Jammeh dynasty. Ali Amoy saying, as long as Adama be karto wini kam, they want Adama to stay. They want Barrow dynasty because ni Barrow bije. Siaka Jata be more cordal sotolale. Alani advisors all, they will all be rich. Aliye jele bamba masi men fala diamoto. Aliye jumale je men labarata Barrow la advisors all kon. Aliye jumale je men labarata. Dole bi je labare le gol le botana tubabu du bar sa alaji be karal be kufta e kono futol be warata because they are given free food ibe kodol dealer ibe masakunda so wolula interest of community to make sure Barrow stay longer in power because yalo ko ni Barrow botaji ibe niyo bele lalaji sunya roy bakelale and nunyi electoral bill alinkana chahanala electoral bill ko dol bi ni sontalare ni ando ngam fonyo diamola Adama Barrow will win the election. Inshallah, on the Alaman Tangala on the 5th, Nsinaja ngana kumbo bal kejam. Because ningi passporo damma wala voters card dila mola. Passporo. Ni passporo damalom. Ibe moja mala register. Because foreigners all moja le passporo soto. So Adama Barrow nala mol Gambia karana kurumulu. Dauda Jallo and ala timo member Justice Ministry. And I'm going to call out Cherno Marena, the legal secretary. Because I tell him minister la permanent secretary. Gambia alga tonya fo. Gambia karanal ka Gambia fille. Because Adama buka nyi saferol kede. Nganda dia mo keje. Adama ma nyi draft below safede. Gambia intellectual, dishonest intellectuals, dishonest academicians, wale nyi saferok. Gambia la ko bala fa waratale. Kebala ye media fo janne. Meta media fo la janne. Gambia media is weak. Gambia la media is weak. Nyin diamol jama akabona diaspora. Diaspora platform solo Facebook live solo kaka. You don't hear what is Paradise TV doing? What is QTV doing? Why can't they invite and organize meaningful debates? Why can't they do programs and hold the government to account? You hear Lungomen and draft bilokela, Membe Keri went and did an extreme analysis, kind of disappointment from it. How many Gambian media platforms are ready to do this? All that they care about is they don't want advertising. Gambian alga fight us. But you know what? We are easily fooled. Gambian Olu, some people they want to, just like Mariam Dentin Memenkekang. It's not only Mariam Dentin that's doing it. Mariam Dentin wants to satisfy the speaker. I'll have to UDP satisfied. I'll have to Barola comes satisfied. Yalo Hademadingo, ni kendeyata, be on one side. Kebala Yafojane, you cannot sit on the fence. But you cannot also juggle. You cannot move between two camps. Mele alonko ila tamanyal mankili. UDP lafta tonya la sabat na Gambia. Ni lafta kala independent media team. Then just be completely media independent. But you want to, you have to move from both camps. You have to terror Sotlajang. You have to terror Sotlajang. You want to make everybody your friend so that everybody sees you as like money. Kubuga haritok nyep dengan neka nafiha. akamta ko birin jamme bije nka mone fono anu Gambia alin kana nyina ko rekala birin jamme bije ko you are either with Gambia or you are not with Gambia. You cannot sit on the fence. Adama Barrow is trying to entrench himself. Aliamoy lawyer double self-entrenchment rule. Self-perpetuation in power. My party yafole. And my party was brilliant at a press conference. Well, I know journalist Kuntamo. Menka Foko. Why did it? Amana Alman Kato for Halifa Salah. My party wolo response was the fitting response. Halifa Salah campaign nan la fi Adama Barrow. Halifa Salah was Adama Barrow's spokesperson. So why are you blaming my party? Why are you blaming Lawyer Dabo? But you're not blaming my Adama Barrow. Halifa Salah. Yep, not fi hire rek. Because kuneka denga cherry pick. Aferi ki momane. Ki aferam nehuma. That was a democratic process. We have to respect the verdict of the Gambian people. At a Congress level, new signing with Adama. But my party said, because of the 1997 constitution, to stand for the president of the Republic of Gambia under the current constitution, Inyanta Gambia Sanju Lulu. My party disqualified. My party kala supporter sole Albea Fai Adama Barrow, UTP la candidate. What's wrong with that? It's their democratic right. So journalists you all knew that Halifa Salah. So Halifa Salah lost the election, and Halifa Salah did the right thing. They all rallied behind Adama Barrow. So everybody contributed in a way. So let's start apportioning blame. Stop apportioning blame, rather. My party le nyinge. Kari le nyinge. Saying Gambia serious opposition. All not together. Ali Bampu UDP koma. Adama Barrow fele Sachembo. Because Sachembo ala fasunya roke la broad line. Adama Barrow hani mune ketala. Mune bi nyun dundila tenala advice sol koma. Ko sport county be fond dundila nyin draft otole. Ko bondi transportation of ballot boxes IEC chairman of nkoni hanata ñu agrita ñina ate fongo la ñanta fola ko nit ñi bekalante be resign anu nit ñi nonsense ka bekala opposition will be election of boycott. Let Gambians take to the streets comme menketa Mali. Not only boycott election and sit down, they want to force this and these deputy they want to correct Gambia. We have to save our country. Alinga na banko save. Because Ning electoral provisional new pastor, Alingan Defonio Diamola, Adama Barrow will win landslide in 2021. Provisions of this Nalanekate Pasla, because I know Deputy Odolviji they will not fall for it. But the Deputy Kurwal Menkamtako Seku Maral na Bonyolu, Billy Tungara wal na Bonyolu, will they have no moral fiber sort of. Janimba Moile Kafoko, I voted with my conscience. Yalon Seku Maron for Malon conscience. Ila conscience dobeja say correct knowledge. You can have a corrupt conscience. Fire all on never. Corrupted conscience, well from worst. But this guy doesn't even understand English. Like a conscience, every statement, I voted with my conscience. No, you didn't vote with your conscience. You voted with a tainted conscience because that was influenced by Barrow. Barrow le kaleko al UDP kele. Aliamoy la diaspora mola janka foko nyimu UDP constitutional. And let me conclude. Gambia, let's brace for trouble. Alinga pare, Gambia nolu. Me conclude la jane ngana program ngana line sol yele. Alia jele German embassy, United States embassy, European Union saferoke before you vote yeke. Molu wulita jang iko Gambia is a sovereign state. But my party la response fitting. Thank you, my party. Thank you, Lawyer Dabo. Thank you, GDC la Mama Kande. My party lota jana ko alinga nafika yabula. Ndol primarily na actional jama babije nafika yakatara jele de. Dol kamera kan dendi rolege bari tonya fo ngafo. Ndolile lota jang during the impulse biri UN ya saferoke ECOWAS saferoke nga bulo ko si comme my party ya fo nyami. Biri ya jame bije international community muna na wutumo maf international community go this is and ndol mu sovereign state la da boni na koto. Gambia Transitional Justice Program TRRC funded by the UN. EU budgetary support dinna. Ite mobe ma ko kan akamta ibe school fees joka moy Gambia. Ibe school fees dika mola Gambia. Okay, I don't know whether this person knows I'm live. Me live with it. Okay, thank you. Okay, but eko audio eko kumole baroma national delegation boom audio be janemba play la I haven't listened to the audio but ngamera modole ke alert wala sombe audio play la later on breaking news eko audio kumole boom but anyway I want to see the video footage of that as well but nga umbe audio play la ala baraka bage but wato tije international ramification on abe wara la bakele ala korosi aliamira international community benyu safero kelale Gambia national Gambia adama baro la mansekunda be blacklist la sambi anu nie Gambia mansekunda ya nyine ke yaya jamela mansekunda blacklist yala nyunu ye decision na keja ima adama ja kata lo nyomi ako na mako erla development partners pour ye mansekunda ibe mako la no nyaadi imagine NDP me support ni draft constitutional rejection of the Gambia cost a lot mako rola karola masakunda development partners ko balo na ko masakunda Gambia las constitutional governance ala fondament be ni draft constitutional bala ya fay ni tipete wol mem ye menke fon malon sa European Union confidence gone adama barola government EU anu ECOWAS ite diamola because you fully yafa le set ECOWAS leader sol kono Ivory Coast la président hanala piri wala na Guinea Bissau la président follow ako janal be coup d'état lalu tumila ali lahi di tinya lalu follow la kumofo ibe yede Guinea Bissau la new président yole fale ratata adi amta ECOWAS leader sol Lassane Ouattara fe la be lahi do tinya la Macky Sall fe la moma la be damen ana baro mu lahi di lalu atel lahi di tinya la almamoti so mu nek problème o samana no bo follow address courant nabila men ka cause iko wole flow kio jani sena courant jar Africa la problème is nyaton ko le hadumeta so ndolla problème Gambia this is going to cost us a lot of money but adama barola ni support us all because to be honest karandal ngala modol le fonje ba fa ko 1997 constitution adama ya lawyer dabo ban iman karang and iman sonko ima long ñunu malon ko ñing is going to cost us ye international diplomacy je ibuka wuli wula la ke la ko ke yaya jamme inaka deal le num ila ambassador be Gambia bi yaje be bari ye bulul leta ya yo fondi adama baro then they started to stop giving aid money to adama baro munena take sorry yaya jamme tata Taiwan kata Middle East European Union site jiko so la jima sekundaro and on this nim below is going to cost us serious ramifications at the level of the international community ma koy ro jama babe je be bulolo lalal ntele nga nim fale take this to the bank unless adama baro la masakunda e boji support me adama ya support no adama goodwill la soto because tubabo le jiko soto le western powers jiko soto biranata tubabo le me west European Union 175 million euros IMF ni World Bank kurudi because yenyine jiko soto ko adama la man sekunda be good governance sama la maral nyakendo bari ko adama ba fanne tutu kan aba fanne sembo warande kan self entrenchment tubabo bu kala fola development partners bu kala fola they have no interest in Gambia nin tulole be Gambia sa fa ni man sekunda sa domano tuluten tulbul ngamun natural resources so nying is going to be very serious but in daysan ala nyim mo dantangol melka wuri social media wol man diplomacy long wol mal mo inter in fa bira duta in Africa mal ko tubabo liye dabo ni na kolto seriously tubabo liye dabo ni na kolto right wote be dabo ni la jël mbali ngolo mbali nga ñu audio play wato membe jaman sia ali nga la ñu audio la
Baro Youth for National Development nala yo do ko do galle ko bosa e go do ko be tanje e go do project party jama
okay I'm not playing Adama Barrow's audio playing Iko Mario Abela mega yudi bala angani audio men play jam molle be kachaka iko kumolu ye kibaro men sutandi iko kumole Adama Barrow la mol bay kerewan mafala ko reportedly because my any audio message ye bari nga mol di amaka mo le ba fo kam badi ko kerewan iko kumole Adama la mol nga ali amo dino ba fo nyina manam ke kerewan iko kumole bayje
Yo, assalamualaikum. MDR UDP forum molo kayo mbalbi kontonna yo benna broda sul fanam kontonna broda laji toure nyoro kata broda sidi nyolo broda saja nyolo na jeta gulamul amad jawara nyolo UK mara nyolo kayo mbalbi kontonna nga na mansa mulu njaw fintidalde iko kerawana bi ala sojarolu wo ala men nata wo ala men tata ala bendula bi ngalon kumolle janjandi je science tengo ko be ke kan kerawan tata nun kerawan ne no bi kumolle janjandi je bari ni kuma kan fakka fuko Adam Barrow baraya man findi ku wala finto ala fa ala man se ya sendi science tengo ko be hapun kan kerawan science ten han sojarolu
Musa said I think I got the audios. Musa said audio me audio le play kande.
Sadly.
Yeah, me audio le play ka come for.
Good, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, ala baraka bake Musa said he calling there.
Kadu wonde bungol kono sain te mo be ke kan kerawan ala baraka bake o annal badi malam be mo konde.
Assalamu alaikum. Barrow is our problem. Yo ngal konton tro. Yo slanke al beñi jibal fay ale Barrow jibe sante. Ale political jibe ñi claro. Al bak jibe na al Gambia di ngam be karan nañu silon la nga Barrow la political jibe. Ya COVID-19 na meso sal nga kon back. Barrow be ñi silon men taga. Natan comme ça politics le Barrow consal foda dum Gambia na jata kendia wala Barrow consal. COVID mengalon ko ka mesos men borne push mol kan Gambia en na mol soron men e mona mol landi selol kon ye na wuli dulol kan na mol bul ye na mol batandi nan santol to ko men be ya be la mol tanin soron nim fato men na ñu ko fiul be kering mol e batan men peke ani bi yaji be barobe Kenya men na ali ka fol jibe ye mol jibe jang Kenya men be jang barobe ta kan nyami Barrow bi la political game o même play kan Gambia non kan Gambia ali nga wuli de ali nga kol crossing fay jam bam be ke karanat nga Barrow jibe Barrow be maja men na ba Barrow be Kenya men na al balon na ko ñi ama fenje Gambia fo ala mandate atala no Gambia abe mela sir ñamen Gambia e be ke ben barba to ma so bol kan la jambi bila anta fa bo mbeje ngame ko kuma la jeno ko non ko dadna ngata sanote barma do janjar yola le kan kata ko do masa masante men ani baro men baro pona mol men sala motan en fandi adni wal kan ko be do re pa kan kata para bani man sa choko ay por la fat men ko kare jambi o masi bo kam nga tam sa do ko bir mbay na mana okay mbele brando musindole bala ko ha bari ko kiran ko mu bo ale la famol do malale mol ko foyo fanam faade le pamo
okay mbari wala la baraka bake there is one root non-entity Sama Jao on Bantababe Nendirola audio please admin allow block straight away wala na audio start mo may follow say pour na nyim platform auto dol bije woli yamere ko itol leta mo gamo manyana adama baro criticize la Sama Jao, I'm blocking you from Bantaba right now. So you are blocked. You are gone. Itinala jaye kulubali yake Bantaba. So go and create another account. And Nina jaye behave like well. Nima love you YouTube online Bantaba lamoy. Go to your foolish platform. Allah platform foolish remote ali or lamoy. But you cannot come here. You have to be rudeness color. So you are gone. Body well. I didn't even want to wait for the admin. I have blocked that account straight away. So I did a comment law YouTube online Bantaba. Thank you. Let me continue. Wato in Jamfale because my time is up on YouTube Live at about 9:30 Legend programs. So there's another platform that should come on right now, and I will have to respect that time. So audience on me, I don't have to call. I do apologize. I'm not able to take calls. The audio the play like then the program will terminate.
Bilanda from a board, Biji Nameko, Kumulajana Kondam Kudana Rangata and Sanochi, Barmadon Janja, Riola Nepal, Katako Masanti, and Barupona Mul, Mesa Motan and Kandi, and all kind of very good repack and Krapara. Masacho boy for la family, who could be massive, Kamaka Thomas, because we didn't buy Namanam and Namanaj. Okay, Melbourne Musindule Balatruka, but we can uncle Mubuality, Electoral Dumal, Murko for father, the Pamo. Yeah, I couldn't get a beer, Alhamdulillah, but tomorrow Alabama television, but television on Alabama. Alabama would be glad to retire. Who could have been by Namanaj?
Okay, audio moika but maybe bari bukerewa now it's a video siano so that we can share this because alia moile iko ye model reportedly ye dol samba la pitano tole iko present baro from la delegation no 10 but yala ito be mane bafla ko UDP mo le campagne wala ni audio dama funti so nearly video clips also of where this happened. If anybody has a video of it, maybe I have a call because new incidents if I'll more expect to record it, but now the video footage is also the phone will definitely carry weight. We're here the audios. Okay, my audio. So saying this is where journalist rule is. Again, back to my topic. Nimbangu dingol be kubofola journalist will la verification but King FM Tumando membe Kiring Tumando I'm sure we will hear facts from them because nana daka tonya sabali Gambian tenyim platform fululu ndeka wol reliable lekam nyindolu wol ka reporting neke yalon ka reporting ke and in to be explicit on issues are two different things. Yeah, understand. So what I always call out this journalist. Alinga you call you investigate. The Gambian media should go your reporter KJ because nalga I speak of GRTS leba bondila. Any negativity barola karola GRTS yo bondila. Director General of GRTS momo yo kerek abe bailare. So GRTS tenyim bondila nama do ba for GRTS ba bondila. GRTS will never itenyim tandila. In fact, don't be surprised. Albe barola moldila bina safero kela code is lie. Fanialom. They will come out with a counter story. Kafoko UDP molom wala be nying fanial fokam. Albe jelale they'll come out with counter suggestion. Kana tandi molako inakata. But irrespective, hanatara nyinketa amanke. Me kukli na folajam. Masatalla mantra sinola. Masatalla ka tonya le fasa. Gambia no la nyamobe bola Adama Barrow balale. 116 million, 50 million Jane Commission, Nafa Mankala, TRRC, Tonya Mbe Tonya Lona Jiba, Tafaste Bolaji, Jongola Liebrale. Ego Adama Be Sirina, Adama Nala Mulu, Siaka Jata Nala, Nisiaka Jata Wolu, and any more advices or member Dala. Iko Nuno Sita Ko, Gambia or Hakotable Adama Barono. Wallahi Gambia, Adama Barrow Malu Gambia, Meta Nimfolale Bantabale, take this to the bank. Yalong Alani Munya Lalom. Masatalani Munya Lalom. Adama Barrow be malla Gambia ene wota bayla doto ñin dimide muwani sabo ñu tekela fenti Gambia and not only that ibinela future generation la tinyala because ñunu le Gambia la bojoto ta ya fay I dingolu sina mol binale I kanyin ko wosi dingol tulo kono watre tol I dingol de innocent iba fra alfa le nyinki alfa le tata National Assembly ka Gambia la tax monitor because alfa le joyata Adama Barrow noma yes mol be ñum folale anu dindingol they will be innocent but mol ba folen biwo jongolal menkata TRRC wol dingol wol be mun fola no Gambia ko denk but dindingol they are innocent wala na mo ni be kukendo bara mbadi ngolo programme fela be diare ndame be akuntula wolto because we have time allocation to all these platforms and I want to respect the time on giving to Bantaba alinga lamoy lanson ko inkela and we will terminate the program here until Monday political perspective show alinga lamoy lanson ko inkela
alinga oche ndalan songo nje ndebe mbalula le fonga alikiyama adunte batala na batala kala mne ninna ta Gambia sasa e mamma boro bar hani woni sasa e ma ninni yeta bare ninga kumo ki fingla na futata do ibe boro kila ngena immediately amoli be mbulu aterol be mbulu adingol be mbulu akafunyol be mbulu medi be o kala nye immediately mbe songo nje ala menchete a mota dunia membe otinyano la ibe otinyala nyame ni inyaba alako majango samusa nyolbe Gambia tinyala fode kasama nyolbe Gambia tinyala masa Maimuna Sise nyolbe Gambia tinyala Fatuma Jawara nyolbe Gambia tinyala Jumala Mudoti Alaji Jawara nyolbe Gambia tinyala kita amirako karambalo men fen kalamta ko kono kalo kamolte makadiamu konta lan songonje ni ko le be administration no tamandlete imanta mono ma talibo konjira dahaba talibo konjira me banindro ke fa batata amam fen sotono ita ko le be Gambia tamandle dahaba iko dahaba wala fana be Gambia tamandle wala na Gambia ko altul karanal yendol felle ndani karan na leka diamu jam kon ka kala fon taman karan ngalo la so do politiko ko kalo diamu moy ka fa alinga yinke barkata administration wala mawno because nin kala mam manji karandiro be manji la nim mam manji saferola nta okenola adun kari di fadam be manji la nsi do ri no bar ngel nta jamalo na memu ko moti ntalon na ni aje adama be bataring amman kuwo pungole long adama man campaign ja man politika son gonje doleti mo kagali fanta bindi wala bara nga Gambia mirade Gambia karana nin karanna le ka diamu jam karanna ahayna talamu jumala modi Ibrahima Silla abe Ghana Ibrahima Silla biya ka fo mo lienne ko nillan son gonje na man diamu sinya kelen Ibrahima Silla ni Ibrahima men ka diamu 2006 15-16 melar na laran kam be diamu la ilara men kanja wa Ibrahima Silla la kada minister of akada fengoldi malola nyadi le fo director lamba inata ke minister of nyadi le minister of information Ibrahima Silla la kalo akonta kanende billahi wallahi tallahi nanama Ibrahima Silla nen nakuma kamala kadimi molla ndebuka monen kuma kamadu ni ba fala fa senya ni ta mu mola ti be diam la molba ndebuka dia hanin toli ani ta be yenyinka e ka fo en lanna diam buka jibi ko buka koma kuma roleke I don't want to speak behind for you mbuka diam no mol mbuka diam no kamola kumo katinya koma ni mba fala yin open place ngafo namande niamande ngoy sorry nyanta fa yeme na sorry ni manyana ba nta fa so ndani Ibrahima Silla la kadiyam ani ala nin kila se na fonna na kanene fonna ni men kadiyam nana ngamen la ko mo fonna na kenene ba ntene na bari Ibrahima Silla ko kanene mu kanen nak mo la kadimi to nyanta dimilal to nyamu to nyati tati to nyame ke badin niti wallahi billahi tallahi Gambia nolu ni man Gambia do ko bebe kasara nta fen sotola wo bunjango lulo wo nafulo di go CSR ngi ali ngawche ndala songo nje ndebe mbalula e ka fondala nyobe la men jinja boy ya moy jinja bread boy Allah bu ko bala wato ba wol ka men jinja bread
ali bara tamo bandale mbali walo ali Rebecca UDP wala banda
jamman man san na jinja all man ade bi woto be fashion
Okay, the other platform, I'll just spend maybe 3-4 minutes and terminate. I do apologize.
Alaji Ture lan songon kele ka diamu ye mamira kunu ye nyomi la men kolla ka chamo ye Umar Dabo fanga be suwo men kono a wuluta suwo men kono abama ni meni be musubu tibi mamira ye la diamu mo iko molu men nate ko umara kwa mude bula ye nyi ke politiko ti ma ke sati kwoti e ma ke banku kwoti ila diamu pepe mbulijan idi amuta forum mol kana mangeka ikande kare mune atina Umar Dabo ta yin ke politiko ke ma ke sati kwoti imanyana ingela inde mo fela man so kino fa ndo mo laal man so ikamoto ta kata tuba ko la nyodo al badari nyol e jufre nyol e gana nyol mo le fam ko iko la men bi ma amin la men men nimina mo mo ndi en jabi ni dia mo men bala billahi e ka fonda la nyomi la men jinja boye ni ya mo mo men bunya nga dia mo la ya ndi sebu sedili kana nyomi ko le bilemu mo fenke nyomi ko la mam Gambia karannalen Gambia feli
Tonya
because munana Gambia karannalen Gambia feli
Tonya
Gambia karannale be sirin inyaba lako ma jango samu sanyol be Gambia tinyala
Tonya
fode kasama nyol be Gambia tinyala ma sa Maimuna Sise nyol be Gambia tinyala Fatoumata Jawara nyol be Gambia tinyala Jumala Mudoti
Mari wala ala baraka bake be programme comme fela jande ala baraka ala ma suto kero si ala that's the voice of land songo inke on Unique Online Bank ala baraka bake we'll terminate the program here until another time the program of fela jande ala ma de la tene no kaira have a rest, enjoy your weekend. The time is up on Unique Online Bank. We're going to terminate the broadcast here right now. Thank you for coming here. We want to thank our guest, thank you to special guest today, Keba Long Tane, the Father and all the callers that call into the show today. We're going to wrap up this show here today. Until Monday, I'll be back with the political perspective. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. And thank you for being here always. Thank you to all the Bantaba fans. Thank you so much. I'm going to continue with the advocacy. But in the Kuku Kelanga, Tonya Kang, Tonya Fasha, Kana Kuma for me, Banku Dingle mislead. Let us not be like Adama Barrow and his team. Let us always give out factual information. Whatever bankos la Tonya, the Kuku to Mansatala in Tonya Lekata, Alinkana Nakaro Samara na Banko Kang. New information on reports from Kerewan, Kumole Adama Barrow. You want to see video footages of this so that seeing is believing. Mammal doubt. But if we can have the video clips of this, that will be more convincing. So thank you so much for being here. And then we're going to terminate the broadcast here in under 2 minutes right now. And then we're going to end the broadcast and then be back on Monday with the political perspective. So from southeast of England, and that's good night from my end. Thank you. Yeah, Ale Bonsagin. Yeah, Ale Batejola. Yeah, Mansole Batejola. Yeah, Ale Bonsagin. Yeah, Ale Bonsagin. Mandela no okay. Kuna don't look at Mandela. Yeah, don't look at Hussein Amo. Yeah, don't look at Amo. Okay, Malik Ali saying he's just said that I did say bye bye, but I'm going to read that comment. I do. Freedom newspaper just reported it. So you got Freedom newspaper ya report like kumole Adama Barrow ala delegation of boom. Mansatala man sinola. Wallahi momo ka fuarol nakari. Ilafta fania balundila. Kasi multarokan. Wallahi mansatala be fuarol la kelo kela yenne. So Freedom newspaper call for Nayasafele. So thank you. Ngani expect from the media. Gambia media lenyanta nying report la. But Gambia ma media also de Gambia advertisement and dolbi je nying kodo ke na flow 80% of Gambia la media beke la wala nante ke la kumol fole de. But en tolule menke la moy ntole fana we are contributing. Then you are not a serious media. I wouldn't waste my time watching the program. Well, I always go and watch Membe Kering. I don't miss their program because they are for Gambia. They're doing for Gambia. Imantra fankum imantra nafulu nyineke imantra plago. So this is what I'm saying. So on that note, good night for the second time. Allah baraka. Thank you, Naha Fofona. Thank you, Aja Nyima Lami Jaju. Abaraka Ami Dabo Drame. Abaraka Usman Danko. Abaraka Seku Thomas Seku Sise. Binta Sise. Alabaraka. Too many Sise Kundas in this on this Bantala today. Too many Sise Kundas anyway. Alabaraka. Thank you.